Hey there, hi there. It's your tin toy, Gene Tintoy of the Little Tintoy Company, and I bid you a warm welcome to my stream. I'm here with Booth today to play some Grim Dawn. We're starting a dang new expansion, so let's look forward to that. That's gonna be some fun times. Fun times at Richmond High. Let me unmute my Discord so we can get started. No pre-stream. Yep. Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm just setting things up in the background here. Unmute. Okay, here we go. What's up, Booth?
What's up?
I keep forgetting how many mobs, how many like pets you have. That's I can barely make you out in the sea of nonsense there. Yeah, you know, I was contemplating how many let's say how many damage numbers I was gonna put in the thumbnail, but I thought it'd be way too many if I actually did the proper amount. So, you know, I could just stand here, and because my damage aura is hitting them, it procs all my other abilities too. So I guess like, okay, this guy sit here passively and do nothing. That's one thing I like.
My cat's not even attacking.
Like I just shot them once, and now I just have all this stuff shooting out. That's wonderful. It's quite a wonderful build. I was gonna head to a vendor real quick, then we'll start. I really want those shrapnel guns, but I have no idea how to get them other than from this one vendor that the guy says to try out. Oh, speaking of guy, I need to get that up real quick. Gotta remember what kind of devotions I need. The trouble not playing it after a little while, you forget. And I'll actually kind of be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna get back to Diablo 4. Like, I have fun for a little bit, but at this point, it's like, yeah. Didn't really quite grab me, honestly. Sometimes I get hankering for it, but other times it's just like, I don't really care. Especially after playing like this game, like, oh yeah, right, this is so much more fun.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Yeah, nothing. You can get the skeleton key from this guy consistently, but everything else, nah. Nay. Alright, so why don't we head to the conclave of the 3 and the new expansion. Let's get this show on the road. That's not the right one. Oh, goodness. Oh, sorry, I'm just having some little bit of issues here. All right. So, did we pick up the main story here? Because I know we had to get a quest to get the select our faction, so we can get faction rep from the main game.
I think once you got the faction quest, you start the main quest.
Okay.
I think it should be in your active quest line.
Yeah. Was it the Eldritch Sun?
Possibly. We both have different factions, remember?
Yes. I can't even run past these things without my character going bananas. I was wondering, like, what the heck am I shooting? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Silvers of the human mentions refs choose to enjoy the Bismail. Express you speak with Elaine in the Bismail camp. Okay, so Okay, gotta talk to this lady up here, so I imagine you have to talk to someone else. Honestly, I just chose whatever. I can't remember why I chose this faction, but you know, whatever.
You've chosen to fight under Bismael's banner. A wise decision. In the end, we all serve Bismael's will. You might as well be doing so willingly. To gaze upon Bismael's web is to witness the workings of the gods themselves. The schemer's cunning alone is worthy of reverence, to say nothing of her mastery of the summoning arts.
You know, it's kind of weird that there's like her mastery of the summoning knots, and the only thing I summon is like explosions from my pistols. All right.
Yes.
All right, let's see
I
here.
have been tasked with the preparations for the upcoming battle, and you will assist me. The Lady of Whispers has decreed that we are to gather powerful essence from the guardians of Corvin temples. They call it blood of the Watchers, though it is not blood in the literal sense. It is pure arcane energy, turned solid within the shells of the stone guardians still roaming these lands. Find these infused animated Watchers among the ruins of the Carandox and the Temple of Osir to the north, and bring me their blood.
Okay, I got my thingy. Got some goals. Got my thingy. All right, let's get this show on the road. It's gonna be a nice change of pace going from the dreary, blown out ruins of the old world and to the nice sunny ruins of the old world. You know, I was just thinking about like the enemies we fought, and I think the hardest one we've come across was the Entwife, that tree with the tentacles. That one was kind of tough. It had like mechanics we had to deal with too, but beyond that, we come across all these like, I don't know, eldritch gods, and we just melt them. Gee, your pets and my explosions, like they stand no chance whatsoever. Oh, we gotta keep an eye out for. Oh, gross. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anything that deals with
Not gonna
maggots
like
is
those.
just disgusting to me. So gross. Nasty, nasty. Yeah, it's still kind of silly to me that they announced the new expansion after all these years. I cannot wait for that game, that one. Maybe when it comes out, we'll try out the elite difficulty or something. That'll probably be a good time to get back into things. Oh wow, Bella, you okay there? I got skinned alive and opened up.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
But yeah, early on I tested out, yeah, we can use these characters elite and ultimate. Because it did sound kind of weird that you have to start a new character for that difficulty, so I was just curious. And I'm glad it didn't reset my progress, so so that was kind of a risk, but it worked out. Yeah, no, the finals are pretty nice. It does remind me of Titan Quest when you get to Egypt. Wait, no, let's go this way. See the portal there. Okay, good. Got the first one. So we were at talk. I should link it to earlier, but there's more than a few Neo 2 previews coming out there, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Game looks sounds really fun. Lore that we're not gonna read because it's way too long. What's this? Oh, the Beale Nest entrance. Let's head on in. What's this one now? Corrupted. Monsters deal additional chaos damage.
Lovely.
Well, I have a percent chaos resistance, so that's good. As long as it's not ethereal, I'm happy.
I don't. I have like 5.
But anyway, I was saying, it does sound like it shakes things up quite a bit because the director was saying, or they were saying that they learned a lot of lessons from Rise of the Ronin, and they thought the second game didn't really go far enough in changing things up. That's why they're doing like the semi-open world sort of thing, with there being like legacy dungeons as offshoots of that open world. So I'm really looking forward to trying that out. I still haven't decided which platform to buy for, because they're doing a simultaneous release between the PC and the PS5. I wish we could kill those scarabs before they explode in the gross maggots.
I don't think it lets you.
Yeah, fortunate. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Neo 3.
You'll be looking good.
It does. And them, like separating the ninja and samurai things. I was actually kind of wary of that when I played the alpha, but it works out really, really well. It adds like a new layer to things where, ooh, jeez. Margul the Rotting. You can't even see half the battlefield between you and me and all this other trash going on. Yeah, I keep getting on a sidetrack, but yeah, I'm just looking forward to just playing that game. The Tonfas are back, so I'm content. I was a bit worried when I didn't see them in the alpha. But yeah, it does add a whole new depth of like when to change to ninja, to when to switch back. And they did say that if you prefer one style over the other, you can just stick with it. Which is really, really nice. Because ninja was lots of fun, but you can run out of stamina really quickly if you start spamming like dodge and whatnot. Oh, you might want to stand back. This guy's there's a death vigil guy over here. He may attack you. Look here. If it is one of Kaiman's zealots. I'm not here to fight you. Oh wait, no, never mind. This was someone else. This is not Kaiman. There are grave threats about. Have you come to atone for your errors, or do you serve the forgotten god as well? What do you mean? I think you know exactly what I mean. You chose to side with this sad bastardo and his loyal band of fools back in Sorrow's Bastion. With your help, he nearly wiped out all of our men stationed here. There. Now look where that's gotten us. Here we're chasing the old fool through this wasteland where he plans to resurrect an ancient god that's bent on vengeance. It looks like he might pull it off. So, thank you for that. Honestly, I don't know. Of course not. It's not like we tried to warn you or anything. I suppose you were even convinced that he found a way to defeat the Chthonians. There we go. I think he may truly have believed that himself. A gullible will believe anything, particularly the desperate times like these. But that's all behind us. What matters now is that you're going to help us stop him. Are you going to help us, or aren't you? Of course. Suppose that's good news. I heard rumors you decent Karen. If any of them are true, it'll be nice to have you on our side now. Do me a favor, though. Stay away from me and my men. After what you did to our brothers at Blood Grove, I'm sure they'll be on edge with you around. Too bad for them. Hey, you're the one that attacked us first, you fool. Don't get pissy at me because you're a bunch of losers. You know, if they were actually powerful and stopped me, then their brethren would still be alive. But nay. Just the mulings of a weakling. You know, I do wish that was like a dialogue option. Hey, you know, watch your tone. I've defeated literal gods at this point. Oh my goodness. I got cacked pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah, drop me a portal, please.
Good.
Excellent. Yep, I could not heal through that damage. I don't know what the heck it was either. Well, hey. Tough lizards, them. Okay. I think there was a dude over here too. Could have beaten up. Oh, no, where I beat him up. Okay. Get some iron bits. Gotta complete that map. Alright, let's go the fun way and stay out the right way. And knowing us, this is the right way. Know the Swift. Swiftly went to his demise, am I right? I like when enemies fight each other. Makes things look just a little bit easier. I'll cult of disbandal. Okay. Never mind. Enemies were fighting my allies. So they don't attack you, they just let you be. So that's a nice change from the base game. I mean, I guess less XP for you, but less confusion for me. I'm sure.
Well, if my guys also show up, they'll
yeah,
probably.
sure your chums will show up. Yeah. So I was actually doing some thinking. You know, I do that on occasion. These Steam sales are become a lot more like not as appealing because games are going up in price. So all of a sudden, a 50% off game is still pretty darn expensive if you're on the budget. So essentially, you have to wait like, oh, it's 75% off. And games really don't go on sale unless that much, unless they're like, you know,
They've been out a while.
Yeah, very long time. So I was thinking about that because, you know, Black Friday and Cyber Mondays are coming up, and some places have started having sales. Like Green Man's having a sale right now. I did take a look, see, but nothing really caught my eye. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Like I really want to play Avowed, but I don't want to spend $70. Like I like the world that's set in, but I'm just not going to buy $70 games on principle. Just no. You know, numbers go up.
My game.
Yeah, numbers go up infinitely, and it's like there's so many net profits when games were sold for $50, and the prices kept going up. So I'm just gonna hold off on that one. You know, and that's Microsoft too. It's like, oh, you could spend $70 for the game, or you could spend $10 for Game Pass, but you don't really own it, but you could play it. And it's like the values that game. It sounds like it's like they want to send these games out to die. And I like to think that's not the case, but it's really hard to when it comes to corporations, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we find some devotion shrines. I'm close to getting some new abilities on my my skills, but I need some more shrines for that. Even my mines cause my abilities to proc. It's so nonsense. You like pew pew pew, this is the build for you. Daka 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 daka. You right click for just like 2 seconds, everything dies. Even gods. Looks like we could go in here, but it's blocked off. Might be that randomized thing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, with the sale, I'm hoping some games that I want to stream go on sale. I mean, there's a couple of them. I'm playing through Blood West offline or off stream. Offline. Gotta stop saying that. Off stream. I was like, maybe this is a good streaming game. After playing it, like testing, I was like, yeah, I think it would have just been too it's too slow. At least the way I play it. Oh, can't do that up here. So sometimes, you know, you play a game, you're glad you didn't play on stream. So it would just, you know, not be very viewable. It's like the kind of game you yap to, but I have no one to yap with, so points moot. But it is really quite fun. I do enjoy it. It's kind of a zombie game. Takes place in the West. You got your revolvers and your lever action shotguns and rifles. Go around doing sneak thief stuff, but you also have firearms. So if you are going loud with Sound of Fury, you can, but it's not like pinpoint accuracy. Like, you have to really train your shots. And I mostly stealth around and do backstabs until I can't, and I pull out my pistols and my pistol and just go blasting. And there's single action revolvers too, so the way you reload it, you have to individually eject the spent shells and put them in. It's not like this. There's no speed reloading or anything like that. I talked a little bit in my last stream, and it's worth checking out. If you like the thief games, it's a lot like that. So I don't think the levels are very open-ended, but they're not like fun arenas for you to muck around in, which is a detriment in my opinion. Having a nice, solid, well-designed level that gives you options is... Oh, I was about to shoot these dudes. Cult of Soleil. Are those your pals, or did you go with that third cult people?
Can't actually remember who I went with.
Yeah, so I talked to the lady from my journal entry there. I forgot who I did too, because we did that very, very early on.
Well, I went with Bishmael.
Bishmael.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bishmael's a real bish. I gotta just take a look at the loot I've been picking up. These guns good? No. Alright, let's see here. Damage per second if equipped. Negative 2,121. So it sounds just slightly weaker than what I have. Only slightly. Yeah, I mean, I am looking forward to that sale, if only because I want to see what kind of games I can buy there on for good stream type of games, some multiplayer. Change things up a little bit. So yeah, we'll probably take Diablo 4 off the docket. It's not a terrible game, but it's just, you know, it feels like a game that they wanted to put out. Oh no, they had to put out instead of wanting to put out. It's like a game they powered through to get finished, regardless of the systems they had in place. And the whole live service junk is just so... I don't like it. I really don't. Nothing turns me off a game fast and a live service. I mean, sometimes it's alright. I think we're going past where we're supposed to go, so I want to go back. The only time live service might not like turn me off absolutely utterly is one, if it's an MMORPG, then that's kind of just like the whole point, like this whole monetization scheme. Or two, if it's free to play. You know, free to play, the barrier of entry is just so small and so little that, you know, just head on in. If you like the game, you throw them a couple bucks. Like
just don't buy cosmetics.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they do hold back the good stuff to sell you, which I don't like either. But you know, it's either that or you pay $60, then also you have to buy the good stuff, like Diablos. Got a sniffle?
Yeah. Well, it's cold.
Yeah.
Probably getting a cold.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I've been backed up the last couple of days. No, I'm not catching anything, coming down with anything. That's just, you know, but naturally this, you know, stuffed up. It's not pleasant, especially when I'm trying to stream. I sound extra nasally. Speaking of which, I need some water. Yeah, I had that. I took a thingy earlier to cut down on the gross, on the ick. I think it helped a little bit.
An antihistamine.
Yeah. I do have to be careful with those, because those make me drowsy. Not a ton, but just...
You can get non-drowsy versions. I don't feel like they're as effective, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not super terrible. It's the type of thing where you just have to keep swallowing, and like it feels like you have to swallow, and you know, you do that for 6 years and nothing's changed. It's that sort of nonsense. But I'm doing pretty good right now, though. Alright, a totem. Will this drop the thing I want? Oh, so let's take out this first. Some people are speculating that the shrapnel pistol may only drop in sellable on elites because it's a level 62 plus. It's level 62, so I think a level 50 plus things only drop from certain difficulties, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, your grind's gonna have a certain point where you're just not gonna get the stuff that you need for it.
Yeah, there's a trouble with better loot from higher difficulties. It's a shame it's not, like, the one thing I like about Diablo 4, I'm going to talk about this before we do this, is that you can just switch it on the fly and you don't have to reset your progress, like your story progress. It's just like, it's just a thing you do. That's one of the better things about Diablo 4. Okay, here we go. Man, this is just a bunch of nonsense. Well, that was easy. Easy breezy. Lemon squeezy. This makes me laugh. All these badasses coming in. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna wreck house, and they just get cacked immediately. Empowered Mavens, ones. No, nothing I want. All right, empowered Shadow Weave, like it. Nothing I want. Would be nice to play on the difficulty where elite perps are a bit more commonplace. You're the one getting them all, and the only reason why I have like one of them is because you dropped it. I'm actually not using that gun anymore, but it was very, very good.
Oh, you kept it by 30 levels.
Yeah, I kept it quite a long time. Even the guns I'm using aren't crafted, which is nice. But they're an alternative to what I have to use. Well, not have to, but the guide recommends them. That's why I chose this build, because it doesn't require many drops, other than like the ones that are guaranteed to drop. Even though those are still kind of a pain in the ass to get the right affix on it. As you well know, never ended up getting that one. I'm still using mine though. Something better comes along, I will pick it up, but nothing yet. I'm waiting for those nemesis to show up. I want to see what those are like.
Yeah, we won't get those for a while.
Yeah.
You're,
35, 35, 35. There we go. Had a lot of pop-ups there. We cacked a lot of named dudes just then.
yeah, and I think the closest to Nemesis for me is the beasts.
Yeah. The beasts. Well, like I said, when that new expansion comes out, we'll go through Elite, and it'll be fun. We'll be high-powered, and I tack over almost immediately because I'm a glass cannon. So I can avoid that by playing smart. I'm usually just jumping right into the fray and holding down right click, hoping for the best. Alright, oh yeah, I got the same pistol again. Let me see here. Chaos damage, don't care. Fire damage, chaos damage, burn damage, attack speed, brimstone, fire. No, it's just a different version of what I got. No god rolls there, just, you know, slightly different. Say hello to King Tut.
Yeah, because he touched it, yeah.
Well, on the subject of mummies, did you see that the I think I linked it to you. The Brendan Fraser signed on to do another mummy movie.
Yeah, with the original, what's her name?
Rachel Weisz.
Evie.
Yeah, Evie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll really look forward to that. Like, I freaking love those. Like the third one, yeah, it's okay. It's still fun and entertaining, but not as good as the first two. First one's the best, but the second one is still really good, even though some parts felt like a retread. But it was just nice being in that world again, seeing those characters do their thing. And there are some genuinely funny stuff in that sequel. The Pygmy Force was really, really, really funny. I gotta laugh out of that every time I rewatch the film. The little guy holds up the TNT like a torch while running at them. It makes me laugh. It's so good. It's such a great gag. You can tell they had fun with that place. It really shows. Animated preserver. Give me your blood. Nope, no blood. See, I was getting hit by flames. I thought those flames were mine, but nope, they were the enemies. Do we have to get the stuff from up here, or is there more stuff further down? Well, let's go see. So here's a part of this map we haven't explored, but it doesn't look like there's gonna be many enemies there. Let's head to the tomb. The tome. What the heck is hitting me?
One of the AoEs, I imagine.
Yeah, it was like a weird dot there. I wasn't sure who applied it, but you know, wasn't doing too much damage, so no reason to worry about it. Just my curiosity was wondering. Maybe the preserver guy, when he hits you, does something, or in his death throes does something.
Seems like it, 'cause it only happens when they're around.
Hey, brother, watcher.
Ah, it's called Eruption of Flames.
Pew pew pew. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to head back to town and turn these in. Did you get enough, all your watcher bloods?
Think so. I don't pay attention to my quests at this point.
Yeah, me too. Yep, I got mine. I'm gonna head back to town. Pawn this stuff too while I'm there.
Daddy.
Bewitched Smith.
I do the best I can with what I've got. Go on now.
Come see what's left of my wares.
No, I'm sure some of this green gear is good for me, but it just feels wrong going from blue to green. Do you feel that way too? Like, oh, this is a straight upgrade,
Yeah.
but I really don't want to wear it because it's a filthy green.
Which is usually why I wait for like a major upgrade.
Yeah.
Because the loss in the stats is sometimes generally just not worth it.
Yeah. Because, no, the blue ones do have more stats. The greens may have, like, better, like, stats that are already, like, straight upgrades to the stuff you have on it, but then it misses out on all this other good stuff. So it's just, I just reflectively, pawn it. Of course, there's always that thing where you get a nice blue. It's like, ooh, what's this? Then it's the complete opposite of what you want. Oh, what's that? I mean, this thing. What was this thing?
See you around.
Didn't mean to sell that. There we go. Lore. All right, Elaine. Here's your gross stuff. Actually, let me look at the description. All the watches, when they're destroyed, this purple and brown substance oozes from the animated statue still roaming the Corvin Basin. It smells of rusted iron and appears to move under its own volition. Purple and brown substance. Also, like their poop leaks out of them when you die. Okay. Well, here's your poo, lady.
You know,
Do you have the
if you've seen what you call it, like metallic like goo, the goo you can use a magnet with. That's probably what I imagine it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like iron, like dust or something like that. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like all those fun things where there's a face and it has iron dust inside. Use the magnet to like make like eyebrows and the beard and all that sort of thing. Did you have that?
I did. I used to enjoy playing with those things like that.
Yeah, that was always really fun. Like it's like a different version of the Esca sketch. Eka sketch. Etch a sketch. Yeah, you go etch a sketch.
I know what you mean. I used to have one of those as well.
Yeah.
Coming off
Actually, I think I still have mine
This is
somewhere.
exactly what Bismeal demands.
I think I still have those. One of those. You know those things where it's got a load of pins in it and you press your hand into it.
Oh yeah.
I have one of those still.
Yeah.
I think.
Right, yeah, Tin Bro has
Not very
one of those.
hygienic, but you know.
Yeah.
Depending on your taste for travel.
Especially if you shove your face in it.
Yep, I was about to say, especially if you put your face in it. Or if you put it on your cats and you get all the cat fur. It's like, oh, I put this on my face now. I think that's why I still get, I break out a little bit. Because I just shove my face in their furry little bodies. Little balls of fluff. Can't help it.
Few mortals ever witnessed the splendor of the Eldritch.
Yeah, Mum can tell when I get up because I'm usually exposed to cat hair because she can hear me sneezing.
Therein dwells a creature known as Galfang, the Night Terror.
Yeah,
Bismeal
just
has
let them
declared
jump on my
Alright,
lap with their
cat
parasite poopy paws and
Remain
just
to
make
serve, you
make
are to enter the realm of the
biscuits,
gods and track down this
tearing
creature.
up my legs.
Slay it, and bring me the core of Eldritch energies that swirls within its chest.
Well, I've always thought that
Bismeal
pet owners would probably live a lot longer than other people, especially if there's an outbreak of diseases, is because we're constantly exposed to things.
Yep.
Sometimes these creatures breach the veil and enter our reality. As many had following
And even if it was like,
I
I don't know,
The Eldritch realm is a place of wild, untamed arcane
spread
energy,
by like
which the witch
pests
gods
and
draw
whatnot,
upon
we
as
still
a
get
godly
cat
slave.
because our cats are all
They
just
share but a
lazy
taste of the power with
lumps.
their loyal servants in return
They
for
even chase
unstinted
after
loyalty. Once you experience the euphoria of
insects
the
like
Eldritch,
ants or
you
whatever
will
the heck. They
forever
just
crave
like
more.
swat them a little bit and they lose interest immediately.
Oh no, my cats like eating spiders and stuff.
I used to have some cats like that, but this latest batch are a bunch of lazy bums. Oh yeah, I actually put one of these crafting materials inside my bank. Where's the bank in this area? Oh, all the way over here. Maybe I should have chose the one you chose since they're closest to everything. I know one of them sounds like he was a real jerk. I chose this one because they're like neutrals. Like, whatever. They're not really malicious or friendly. They just do their stuff. If you get caught up in it, whatever. At least they're not vengeful or malicious. It's just, you know, bad luck on your part.
See anything you like? Put it to good use.
Do you have to go to the Veiled Den too?
Probably. I'm just picking up all the quests I can see.
I think there's. Oh, yeah, I see. There's a couple of them here. Hey, what you got, fella? What you got for me, Riggs?
Well, look what we've got here.
I think I picked his up already. I think he's missing his brother.
Well, I see you made your decision, choosing to pledge your loyalty to a witch god, the witch gods. I hear they take that kind of thing very seriously around here. What you serve? Well, what, me? I certainly don't serve any of them. I serve the god of making Riggs a wealthy man. That's a pretty good one. Well, for you, not for me. Then what are you doing here? Well, I'm what you might call a supplier, a purveyor of particular goods, if you will. I have a special talent for finding high-end and difficult to acquire objects. Things this crew here can't seem to get enough of, particularly since they set out on their little crusade here. Something about a long-forgotten god and the end of the world or some such. Sounds like business as usual for me. Wise man once said, where there's a fight, there's a fortune to be made. Who said that? Me, you fool. I just said that. It was a joke, you see. So you're a merchant. Well, that's oversimplification. You see those other trash peddlers down there? they've got it all wrong. Selling goods for iron bits is a child's game. A man isn't going to get rich playing games. No, my friend, I trade only in the finest goods. Favors. Favors from very powerful people. Favors that'll bring, I'll be cashing in as when I see fit. So you just give them things? No. I don't think you're listening to what I'm saying here. I give them things in exchange of favors. They're in my debt. They owe me, you see. There's people all across the land that owe me, from emperors to dung sifters. The living, the dead makes no difference. They're in my debt, and when I need it most, I'm gonna come calling. That's wealth right there. So how do they make them pay for you? Ah, the genius of it right there. So many people across this land are in my debt. You never know who they might be, or what they might be capable of. Say make a deal with a wealthy merchant. Then later on, when I come to collect my debt, he doesn't feel like paying. I pleasantly remind him there's a lot of other folks looking to make good on their debts. And then leave him to think about who else might owe me and what they might be willing to do to pay up. That usually works. If it doesn't, I just get one of my other debtors to come and tune him up a bit. Sometimes you need to send a message to anyone else who might be thinking about defaulting on their debt. But most folks are glad to pay up when it comes time. It's a relief of sorts. You have anything for me? See? Now you're getting it. That's what I'm talking about. She wants to make a deal. Let me think for a second. Yes, come to think of it, I do have something for you. You know what it means? That means, of course, you're gonna owe me someday when we come to collect. We have a deal? Well, what did he give you? Anything good? Rigs?
I don't remember.
Alright, well, let's do this. Oh,
Don't even
he
think
gave me
anything.
trash. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if you come back sometime later, I might even have something else for you. At the right price, of course. Of course. Alright, maybe that was... Well, hopefully that I be paying off my debt to him gets me some XP, because the item he gave me is absolute garbage. The Tempest Exalted Ram Braces of Electricity. Let's see. Burn damage, frost damage, electric damage, energy, fence, and junk. Thanks, fella. I don't owe you squat. You want me to owe you a favor? You gotta give me something worthy of that favor.
Traveler, can you spare a minute?
You could give someone my help. Sure. What do you need? It's my brothers. I was supposed to meet them here last night, but they haven't shown up yet. We split up yesterday morning outside the Caron docks. To the north. There's a temple under the ruins there. They couldn't leave it alone. Just had to go for one more. The two of them can't control themselves. Who am I fooling? I would have been right there with them, but I was already loaded up with as much as I could carry. I told them to meet me back here. That was last I heard of either of them. I'd go back out there and look for them myself, but I should stay here in case anyone comes back. If you hang up past the wall, will you keep an eye out for them? They gotta be somewhere between here and the Caron docks. I'll find your bros. No problem. And I think that's it, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the trouble, like these games. You get to a certain point, you just kind of checked out. It's like, oh, it's a quest, XP. Maybe some good item. Okay, whatever. Who cares?
The oracles of
Yep.
Krieg spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you marching alongside our forces into the tomb of the Eldritch Sun and emerging triumphant. But
Well, they'll certainly be doing that
eyes cannot peer
when we
into
play
our
this
triumph.
again, when the expansion comes
The
out.
shattered
Then we'll
realms,
just
unlike
keep with
anything
expansion,
mankind has ever witnessed,
dialogue and all
teeming
that sort of
with
thing.
wealth
But
and
now,
power beyond
just skip
imagining.
all the stuff.
But also
Well, up to this
dangers
point, I mean.
not unlike those that we face even now on Cairn.
Cairn.
I have the means to open the way, if you wish to join me in pursuing its mysteries. But be warned, the Shattered Realm spans eternity. One could spend a lifetime exploring even a small fragment of its vast reality. You must be careful not to lose your mind.
I think this is like a
or
battle
else
arena,
become
but I am
lost
not
forever.
entirely certain. Shadow Realm is such a mystery, huh? What is the Shadow Realm exactly? Shadow Realm is unlike anything mankind has ever witnessed, teeming with wealth and power beyond imagining. but also dangers not unlike those we face even now on Cairn. Whatever entity crafted this realm, it seems, has long vanished, and with its absence, the world crumbles. It's very much a reflection of our own physical reality, but broken and disordered. As far as I know, it continues forever. But as its light fades, so the insatiable darkness consumes it. The deeper you dig, the more difficult the opposition may become. You may encounter powerful guardians of the realm that seek to stop you, but should you triumph against them, the vast wealth awaits. Upon entering the shard realm, you will appear within the shard. Before him, keep going open. It's like turn. You want to try out this this portal thing, the Shadowed Realms, or do you want to continue onwards?
Yeah, we can try it.
Let's give it a shot. Ooh, pretty. Head on in. Must slay chose past you in this realm
I think
together.
these are timed, so...
Oh yeah, it is. Okay, let's go. Be up the bad guys.
Oh boy.
Let's go fast.
Collect the shattered souls as well.
Yes, indeed. You don't need my help. You're cacking these dudes pretty easy enough. Yeah, this is like the end game. This is like the builds on the guys we've been following. Like these are like, oh, go level.
Oh, reach level 200. Yeah.
Junk like that. We obviously won't be going that long. That'll be like a dedicated stream if we so decide to do so. But we'll do a couple levels of this. Why not? Seems like a decent way to get loot and some XP.
Don't cack the entire floor. Just go.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the portal open there. Oh yeah. The timer does not reset. Okay.
Nope. I do remember doing this at one point.
Well, you did it without me?
I think I accidentally did it because I thought it was part of the opening quest. You know, to start getting reputation.
Makes sense. And something tells me that snot's gonna hurt us if we run through it, so be careful. I think we have to run through it, fortunately. Oh, there's some enemies over here. Ooh, yep, it hurts. It hurts really bad. Yeah, be careful going through that.
Portal's open.
Whereabouts? Oh, it was right there. Okay. Thought that was the portal back up. I don't know. All right.
Nah, you don't go back up. You go all the way down.
Forward progress only. Gotcha. Wonder if there's like what the benchmarks are. I think it's like every 5 floors or something. Well, probably one could actually go backwards. So yeah, we'll go until we have to go back, and we'll just continue onward. Oh, portal's up.
Because once the portal opens, all the enemies on the floor die.
Boldrak, the destroyer. Yeah, Boldrak, the dead.
I'm done.
What's up, Mazan?
Well done. This portion of the Shattered Realm is clear of
This is a
threats,
nice arena.
and its
I like
power
like it.
ours for the taking. I can open the way further.
All right, let's claim our goodies, then we'll come back here another time. We'll see how far we can go at, sometime down the road.
As the connection to this shard shall be broken. What will it be?
Enough. I wish to claim my reward. Ooh, leveled up. Not bad. No fat daddy loot though, unfortunately. But hey, ooh, whoa, what's this? Well, that was surprising.
One of those hidden ones.
Also, it is our reward. Nice. Best reward of all this bunch is the devotion shrine there. Sapphire of Elemental Valiance. Oh yeah, it says Zambi guy. Can only sell to him. Okay. How about you?
I think it's just in case you pick too much stuff up while you're inside.
Yeah. We've come across ones like that before. Melee weapons are absolutely useless to me. Stop giving melee me. Okay, power cheska perdition. Perdition. Okay, nothing good. Okay. Don't see flame damage and all that junk in it immediately. It's like, yep, that's junk to me. Alrighty, I'm going to take a moment and figure out what kind of devotions. I gotta put them in. Oops, sorry about that. Hit my mic. I think it was on Viper, maybe? Let's see. Yeah, I'll show my skills real quick. This is my demolitionist. I think I'm pretty much done with this. I gotta put a couple more points in the blast shield, but that's not my priority right now. My priority is Inquisitor. Getting up Aura of Sentia. Got sense of these monsters. They're very beings, actually. Almost close to getting this one down. Yeah, looking forward to that. That's good. Good. For my changes, yes. Of course. Always. Alright, one more then. What do I do then? Right, but then Revenant. Put Raised Dead on Storm Spread. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, it's a quest right here. Hargan.
Greetings, Seeker.
We're around camps that you're traveling out past the gates. If so, I have a bit of a situation that you can help me with. Sure, what is it? It's about my apprentice. Cannon Films. It's more specifically the thing I sent Cannon to retrieve. You lost your apprentice? Really? Yes, well, good help is remarkably hard to come by, and I'm in no condition to be traveling out past the walls. In any case, yes, he's lost. Send him to the Valley of the Chosen in search of some unique text. The Tome of Eantum. It was a simple enough task that he should have handled readily and quickly. That was more than 2 days ago. I spoke of the Sentinels this morning, and they say Cannon had been spotted heading back to through the Sunbane Oasis, east of Cairn Docks to the north, yesterday. He was returning. It must mean that he found it. Now I suspect the worst. They made off with my tome. Apprentices are like flies, but that tome is one of a kind. I need it recovered. If you're heading out that way, find the Tome of Eantum. Take it from Cannon's incompetent grasp if you must. His life is secondary to his recovery. For a touch of motivation, you should know the contents of that tome may greatly benefit us both. Okay. Alright, let's head to head through this portal and see what kind of goodies we come across. You see the portal here too, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So I wasn't sure if one appeared on your side or not. Or maybe because I'm the leader, it shows up only on this side, which is a distinct possibility. Explosions! I mean, this build is literally the something awful PC gamer emo made manifest. It's just a like a cavalcade of just sound and fury. Oh, I see lore up there. Thought I was going the right way to get the lore, but it ends up you're not going the right way. What's this? Lore! I do feel pretty bad about not reading the lore, because as I said previously, some writer spent a lot of time writing that, but it's way too long. Especially for if you're streaming it. If I had like a real like broadcast voice, that'd probably be like a good way of flexing, but I do not. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure people barely tolerate me narrating NPCs. I've been playing Gestalt of Steam and Cinder, and that doesn't have any voice acting, so I have to read out all the dialogue. And ooh, my flat delivery is real soothing to the eardrums. Let me tell you.
Well, you're not as bad as you did when you started out.
I'm a little bit better. Only a little bit. Yeah, some people just have naturally born pleasant voices. You can train your delivery, but not the tone of your voice all that much. I mean, you can. What am I saying? You can, but I kind of don't want
I mean,
to.
I'd love to read, but I think my mic's really awful.
Yeah, I got a Blue Yeti. Best $100 I spent. It's really high quality. I think if I mucked around with the settings a bit more, I'd probably clean it up just a bit, but I'm really bad at that. I'm mostly just following what people say. Hey, set this up this way, that way, and another thing, and it'll be okay.
Yeah, like when you first started using it, it was like night and day. You know?
Yeah.
A lot clearer. And I know my mic's crap because I've listened to my own voice on your streams before.
I don't like listening to my own stream, my own voice. Not because I hate it or anything. It's just like, I don't know. There's something about it. See, you start nitpicking all like the problems and all that sort of thing. And for self, like growth, that's not bad, but it's hard to listen to in like a self-critical way.
Well, the reason I did it is because I like to see how this mic sounded on the stream. It sounds terrible. I mean, it's a good headset. I've had it for a while. It's just all the mics I've had, they're like, I sound nasally all the time.
Ah, so you're me.
Well, do you have it?
At the core of Galfin.
Was the Eldritch realm as stunning as the stories say? You will have to tell me about your journey later.
Potion of
Right now,
Clarity.
we
Oh,
must
the
bring
respect
blood
potion.
and the core to Basila. She has a plan for them.
That'll be straight away.
I believe it's time you spoke with her yourself. I've done everything she's asked. Seek her out at our forward kit, the vanguard of the three, far to the north, past the Sunbane Oasis and through the Howling Chasm.
Yeah, if I get a job, like first thing. Yep. Like.
Yep, that's well, I bought something that was I've talked about this. I bought something I really wanted for a long time, but yeah, a lot of this a lot of the purchases other than like a game or two every once in a while is going into this channel. Really want to try. I really want to get a live 2D model, but until then, no, I like my PNG plus look. It's really, really nice.
It's your channel. Support your booth. Get her a mic.
Yeah, no kidding.
How are those your new shoes doing for you?
Oh yeah, they're really, really good. Slowly breaking them in. Nice non-slips really, really help out. And my
Did you go with the steel toe cap or just non-slip?
non-slip is not that we really don't have any high shelves, and I really don't deal with the heavy
It's not a case of high shelves. It's like whenever I've worked in any kind of environment, it's like steel toe caps just in case.
Yeah, that's true. But nice one with non-slips. Those are priority for me.
Which
I'm
is
gonna
why I
use
got
them-
the trainer light ones, because they're comfortable, they're non-slip, and you can wear them while you're outside.
Yeah, that's one of the more important things. I need something I can also wear like to the gym and whatnot. So that's what I chose. Yeah, no, they're very, very comfortable. Slowly but surely breaking them in. Oh, yep. I went back to the temple of Osir. Or as I say, Osir. Yeah, no, I'm just it's nice having a little bit of something so I can put into the channel, yeah. It's just a nice
Yeah,
little
you
passion
paid, man.
project. I like building it up. Some things I have cooking are coming along really, really nicely. So I'm really looking forward to showing. I've been showing you off stream, and I think the progress is just really,
Yeah,
really
I will
good.
not. I won't. I'm gonna spoil it. So. Looks very good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I showed you. I don't think I showed you the latest version, but they solved the perspective problem I was having with. Like they nailed it completely with that. It was so good.
I'm glad I gave you that idea, though. It
Yeah,
seems to
that was
work
a
out
really good
really well.
idea. Maybe you should design every aspect of my channel. I'll put you in charge. Oh, here we go. Get smoked.
It's the only problem with having so many pets. I can never tell when one dies.
Just what I'm going for next. The Revenant. Yeah, that's same thing with me. It's just can't tell which is my fire, which isn't fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Raise the dead. Raise the dead to serve you. The necrotic energies that required for this ritual are very unstable, however. The undead minions will exist for a limited time. That's very silly. So I'm going to start raising dead with my explosions. This build is something else, friends.
If it works,
Oh,
it
jeez.
works.
Roiling blood. It's not boiling, it's roiling. Yeah, no, I got some ideas. Though the what I'm working on now, it's kind of like the linchpin of everything. It's gonna determine the look of everything else, and it'll just be good reference material for other people, like the widgets and overlay and all that sort of thing. So once that's done, I can shop around. Trouble with streaming on Twitch, which I do like, but it's just... Oh, what's this nonsense now? My hands are not my own.
Well, he wasn't that much of a
No.
boss.
Well, we can't be too hard on because we are playing on easy. I mean, on normal with over leveled characters. I bet if we switched to we would be screaming bloody murder at these guys. Oh, they're so darn tough. This is unfair.
Yeah, I think on my guy, I'm level 70. I think he switched to ultimate at this point.
Oh, yeah, I'm not opposed to doing that, but I don't know. We'll see what.
Nah, there's no point in restarting now. Like
Yeah.
0, or
Yeah.
like this is the last one.
Yeah, when I said that, I was like, yeah, that's probably a bad idea. Okay, we'll just do this when we get to when the next expansion comes out. Whenever
I
that may
mean,
be.
we are really hurrying for it. Like after we finish this, see we could restart it and then just like slowly pick at it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, I'm in the mood for some Grim Dawn today. Well, let's pick at it. Because essentially, we'll just be skipping all the dialogue. Like, next. Okay, go do this. Okay, next.
Yeah, because you've done your dialogue per run through, and like you could just say at the start of the stream, please reference the first playthrough if you wish to know what the characters are saying.
Unfortunately, there's a few VODs missing because your tin toy mucked up. She's busy looking at the map. I run into all these enemies. Yeah, I'm a lot bad about getting the VODs up these days, but some days, like, either I was just too tired or I don't know.
Or I'm not there and you don't notice stuff. It's like I can't tell you. Well.
Yep. Very first stream of Easy Delivery Co., I believe, was completely and utterly unusable. This has all gotten out of hand. Don't suppose you can help us get out of here. Yep. Oh, thank 3. You just got here just in time. Those things out of corn. Listen, we're in no condition to continue, but we need to get out of here. Do you think you can help us? Where will you go? We need to get these supplies back to Conclave. There's no way we're gonna make it out here. Do you have any a little bit of rift with you? Is that safer than? Is that any safer given what roams around the Eldritch Realm? You know what? Doesn't matter. I do like the fact that they keep saying, "Oh wow, the rift." I'm not sure about this, and every time you do it, everything's okay. I'm actually kind of waiting for the time when we open up the rift.
Let's get cut in half.
Yeah, they arrive like cut in half or inside out, or or not at all.
I suppose instant death is better than being chewed.
Who knows? Maybe being turned inside out doesn't kill them. So they're just.
I would like to think it does.
Like that scene.
I do remember that. Oh, are you thinking of that? Oh God, what's the film called?
Galaxy
Yes.
Quest. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I mean that thing didn't die instantly, so.
Oh. Lucky.
Oh, that's a freaking fantastic.
That is. Right.
It's so good. It's so good. I would recommend that film to anyone. Even though Tim Allen has become a loon since then, it's still worth watching for everyone else. Ooh, what's this? Bad damage, like damage, flame touch, temper.
He has a lot of cult classics here. The one where he turns into like Santa Claus as well.
I watched that one a bunch as I was younger, but I have not returned to it.
I haven't seen it in ages myself. Just remember it though.
Yeah, there are a few movies I need to go back to. I was thinking about that like this morning. So I watched Shawshank Redemption last night, and it's been like 6 years since I saw that film. And I love every bit of it. Did I tell you
last Christmas, me and my mum watched all of the Die Hard series just for fun?
Oh, yeah, the Ultimate Christmas Trilogy.
Yeah. We were like, we didn't know what to watch, because it was Christmas. It's Christmas because there's nothing on, and we were like, you know what? Why don't we watch this? And then we just got into and we watched all 3 of them.
Yeah. I have not. I for a good decade, I just stopped one year because either I got sick of it or I forgot, or maybe I was just tired or whatever. But I watched Die Hard every Christmas Eve, like before I went to bed. So you know, it would be like the last thing I did on Christmas Eve, then wake up for Christmas. Did that for a long time, then you know, just stopped. I may do this year, this year though.
At that point, we hadn't seen it like absolute for ages.
Yeah. And there's a careful. No, playing peek. I think this is bad. Yep, that's bad. Don't go into that tornado there. At least it doesn't pick you up and oh, it's following me. At least it doesn't pick you up and throw you like it does in peek. Here I think I only hold on to the edge there with my bare hands.
Yeah, I
And
thought
I'll be
we were
safe.
being clever while we were doing it.
Yeah,
And no, it takes you.
Of course, you land fine somewhere. I got sucked up and thrown on a bunch of cacti, so you have to spend the next 20 minutes picking all the junk off of me. Yeah, no, just I have a bunch of I have a huge library of movies I need to just go through. Not to throw away, but like to say, oh, I haven't watched this in a while. I think I'll watch this.
I think one of the films I've probably watched a whole bunch is Aliens.
That's a very watchable film. Like even more so than the first one. Like that's like James Cameron's like whole filmography. Like this film is so much more watchable than like very watchable. Like I watch Terminator and Terminator 2 like once a year. They did such great films. I think I'm one of the few people who prefers the first one to the second one. It's just like
the second one's the first one I saw.
I think I was the same way. Then I saw this first one. I was like, oh wow, this is actually really completely different. And like it has
I think the reason why I prefer the second one is because like I grew up with Arnold being one of my like childhood heroes, and I prefer him to be a good guy.
Yeah. I hear ya.
Not to say like the first one isn't good. It's like one of his biggest debut acting experiences, and he was really good in it.
Extremely good. And I dig
And I
Reese as a
watched
character.
Conan too.
Yeah,
like
Conan.
the original Conan. You've got to watch the original.
Yeah, and I watch that every once in a while too. It's really, really good.
And the second one with him, and it's not as good as the first one. But
I
it's still really
I
good.
never saw that one. It's funny. We'll get back to Terminator in a minute, but it's funny because yeah, he came off as a bodybuilder, right? Everyone knows that, and he was huge. Like that dude. There's a reason why he was Mr. Universe like 1,000 times. He was like a sculpted,
times,
like Greek like statue. So I could get into a whole like rant about how that's like super unhealthy. You know, the reason why he was sculpted to actually dehydrated himself. It's like very unhealthy. But anyways, they had him slim down something fierce for Conan. He's still ripped, but that way so he can have flexibility like in his arms for like the sword fights and whatnot. And then he kind of like bulked up again for the second film, and apparently like that kind of impeded his swordsmanship a little bit. But yeah, that first Conan.
Stop your range of movement because your muscles get in the way.
Yeah, yes, exactly. But yeah, that first film, it's such a fun adventure film. It's just, I don't know what about it. Like it's just so weird and just like neat. It does have like a lot of action, and the action's there is not that great, but it's just like the vibes of it is really, really good.
And it's his cheesy acting too.
Yeah, it's very
Come
cheesy. And you really felt the camaraderie between all the characters too, which goes a long way with me. So it's just, yeah, it was just Titanivore. Get smoked. But yeah, it's just one of those films that's really good. Yeah, but with Terminator, I did like the fact that like the main characters are very vulnerable to this unstoppable killing machine. It wasn't two unstoppable killing machines fighting each other, which is like, don't get me wrong, it's very entertaining, but it's just something about the vulnerability of the characters that really heightened the drama for me. And like the
No, they
low,
still have it in the second one. I mean, like, Sarah
yeah,
gets
when they
really
introduce
fucked
Sarah
up in the
Connor,
second
yeah,
one.
things get the drama gets heightened because now there's two, you know, vulnerable characters. Though the skill that she is, she's still human and she can't take hits. So you have to remember, the first film, Kyle Reese gets one good shot, and that was the end of him. Like, he spends the rest of the film like hobbling along until he falls down some stairs from an explosion. Just keels over. Like his
Oh, yeah, he
death is
gets
so
stabbed in there.
inglorious. It's like,
Good, isn't it?
yeah, it's just, it was very dramatic. But he's like, this 1 minute he's there, and the next one is gone. Like there was no like sad music or anything. It's just like he died, then
No,
the
it's-
Terminator is still there, so you have a threat. It's,
Well, at that point, you have the, like, for films, you have the established, like, as soon as the guy gets the girl, they're both gonna live. But
yeah,
at the end, it pulls the rug out. It's like he dies.
yeah.
That's it. He's gone.
You know, they have to wonder, like, did he know that? Because, you know, John Connor's his son, and, you know, and John Connor doesn't really know him all
Well, he
that well.
doesn't
Like, he only
know.
heard of him, so he knows, like, the name Kyle Reese, but he doesn't know what he looks like and all that sort of thing. Ooh, sacrificial altar. Let's do that, so. Oh, what was it?
What was it? Which one?
Which one, what?
I think it's a case of through the films. I like the fact that eventually you come to realize that John always knew and sent his father away.
Yeah. There's one thing Arnold says, I think it was a interview with Michael Biehn a long time after the fact, but Arnold suggested to James Cameron that he focused on the love story aspect because, you know, essentially that's what it is. He says, I traveled through time for you, you know, and that's kind of romantic, really, but James Cameron's like, nah, don't want to do that. Which is a shame because he struck, like, filmmaking gold when that was the main focus of his Titanic film. That film made $200 billion because it was just a love story on a doomed vessel.
You
With
know,
with
they
a real too big of a
eventually.
door where they could have both stood on.
Yeah.
For goodness sake,
You see that?
it's like there's plenty of rows.
You see that
just
where he
move-
tested it after?
Yeah, it's like, Rose, move over, scoot over a little bit, you'll be fine. Or, you know, don't,
Like
because you want.
balance on it.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, like, he focused on that aspect and made so much money. And Arnold suggested that to James Cameron, and he was right. Like, if he focused more on that, on top of the horror element, it probably would have been a lot bigger than it was. Still super
And the fact that she
influential,
bloody
but
dropped it at the end really irritated me, even when I originally saw it. Like, this poor guy spent his entire life looking for that diamond. She could have just sold it.
yeah. Sold it for the big bucks.
And it's like people say, oh, she looked like she lived fine. That's not the point. She hung on to something that, while yes, it was a part of the Titanic, it wasn't originally hers. It was her abusive fiance's.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I went back
Back
to
to
town
town?
because I got
See the
pawned this
source of my
junk.
wares.
I'm not gonna lie with you, Boof. I think I might start turning the loot filter on, the loot sort through. I mean, to ignore the green items. Yeah, I'm getting to
Yeah,
that
I'm
point.
only picking up the special ones at this point.
Yeah, I need to start doing that. I mean, I have plenty of cash dollars, so I think I'm just gonna start doing that. Magnuson's
Yeah, the
trench
one-
coat. Let me see. Nope. Yeah, I got my transmog game on. I look pretty rad. Love it. Just great look. Actually, when you look at the wait, I have
Iron
war.
well spent. I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. See you around.
Power of the
Come see what's
blind.
left of my wares.
How do we always end up talking about random subjects when we're playing this?
Well, you know, it's good. Yeah. You know, it's only so much you could talk through like text chat, which we do a lot, but you know, we haven't chatted in a while. Voice chatted, so got to catch up on those all those worthless, useless topics.
Put it to good use.
Well, not useless or worthless, but you know, just random ass nonsense, as you said.
Ooh, another really good cult film I like. I've watched to death is The Fifth Element.
Yes.
I
Hold on.
absolutely adore that film.
Me too. I don't like the director because he's a really, really
Come see
problematic.
what's left of my
To
wares.
put the least character, but yeah, that film is something else. Really good.
There's a point where
Iron well
I
spent.
could quote I could run through the
See anything
entire
you
film
like?
in my head
See
and
you around.
actually know all the lines.
Yep.
That I watched it that
Safe
much.
storage, no questions asked.
I even tried introducing it to friends at one point, and they just made fun of it and just like really upset me because I really enjoy it that much.
Yeah, I mean, you can make fun of aspects of it, like in like a fun way, but if you're
It's
just being,
very campy.
Yeah, it's
it's
very,
silly,
very
but
campy.
it's a really good film. Like, not meant to be taken seriously,
nope, not at all.
and the
Not
music's
at
really
all.
good as well.
Yeah, it's a very fully realized, like, campy sci-fi world. Like, it's something you could probably just find in kind of like a heavy metal magazine type of sci-fi world, where it's just it's very weird. It's a mishmash of everything. Not mishmash, but it's like it has a look and vibe to it that you wouldn't normally find like a sci-fi. It's not sleek. It's just dirty and grimy, and like there's something very normal about it. Like, it'll be like
Yeah.
what today's world look like if we had, you know, flying cars and, you know, or
Eventually,
like
probably,
street
honestly.
vendors that give you free food if you know, look at your mail. So, you know, it's
I mean,
really good.
you've got the scene where he's got hired from the police, and he puts his hands on the things, and they're like, "What species are you?" And he calls himself a meat popsicle, and they don't question it.
Yes. No, I do like the fact that they get his neighbors being a real, like, pill about it. And I get it, you know, the heck with authorities, but he's like, wrong move. And they, like, bust out his door and, like, throw the cops.
I think it's wrong answer.
Yeah, oh yeah, wrong answer, that's right. See, there you go, you still got it. Don't need
Yeah.
to watch that film anymore. My mother's that way with Master and Command. She watched that film 600 trillion times in like 2 months. Same with the Lord of the Rings films. Oh yeah, I go downstairs, she watched like, so can you recite this film by heart yet? She got a good laugh out of that.
I haven't watched in ages. Lord of the Rings.
I watched that not too long ago before I started my obligations. I always like, I don't put much stock in pacing, I'll be honest with you. Like it's pacing, in my opinion, is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, it's some things could drag. A lot of people say, "Oh no, I like how it took its time," but
No, it's
a lot
like, I
slow.
can understand it with the Lord of the Rings because it is 3 books, and
Yeah.
they're big books.
Yeah, they are.
They're really big books.
Actually, no, that's not true. It's not very big. Like, I don't read much genre novels like fantasy.
No, I don't mean like stupid huge book, but the copies I got, which were in my my high school, they were like small, thick ones.
Oh,
so
okay,
to me,
okay,
they've
okay.
always been big books,
Okay, yeah.
and it was split into 3 parts. But like, if you wanna see really crappy pacing or films, The Hobbit. that they split into 3.
Yeah, that was wholly unnecessary. But I mean, like, within this individual film, like, not even just like a big buck, but like, I like it when things percolate, like, slow, because it allows for like character moments. But yeah, like, I can understand, like, people say, oh well, the extended ones, it kills the pacing. Like, oh yeah, no, I can see that, but I just like the solid edition, as you say. Like, there's a lot of stuff they can put in, and just spending more time in the world with those characters is always a joy to me. I will say,
Yeah.
like, I'm one of those people who saw the film before reading the books, and so
I
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I have read the first book. When I can't remember what year it came out. I think I have read the first book. Where I was like, this guy waffles a lot, so I had to put it down.
Yep. See,
literally when I picked them up, I think I was like 12 or 13.
But just to tie in back to the pacing, you have to realize the films are a little bit better about the pacing early on. Because you have to realize, Frodo spends, like, gets the ring, then spends the next, like, 30 years just waffling about in the Shire. Then when it's, like, time, like, when he has to move, it's like, oh, well, I'll go next week. Oh, next month. Hey, the Black Briars are, like, right next door. Well, I think I'll leave, like, in 2 days. Like, he just wafts about for so long before he starts getting his butt on the move. Well, like,
Another offer really... Go on, sorry.
I mean, he does regress, like, oh, I wish I didn't wait so long. But then, like, they walk, like, 10 feet, and they spend, like, 16 chapters with Tom Bombadil in his yellow boots, in his awful dialogue. I'm sorry. I do not like Tom Bombadil. I like the idea of him, like, being, like, this creature that's so old and powerful and, like, mythical that the One Ring doesn't, like, phase him one iota. But other than that, though, nay. Labelably not anti-Tom Bombadil. Except in that one Lord of the Rings game where he can summon them and he makes everyone dance. I sent you that video. It's the funniest video. One of the best videos on YouTube. It's so good. I'll have to post it to my socials so people who watch this know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it is really, really funny. Yeah, when it comes to pacing, like, I just don't mind. Like, I could see it, but I just don't mind it. But now that I think I cut myself off, but I saw the films before I read the books, and so I kind of part of me kind of wishes I never read the books.
Yeah,
because
this is the case with some things that you're like
because, you know, then you start saying, oh, like, you read something in the book,
I
like,
wish
oh wow,
this
this
scene
is
was in.
really
I
good.
wish that scene was
Yeah,
in. You know.
Especially it kind of, this one, I like, after reading the books, like, okay, this is objectively bad, and I wish they didn't do this. When it comes to Gimli and Legolas,
Yeah.
I half expected them the way the Bushim, like, oh, they were kind of like background characters, like in The Hobbit. Like, there's all those dwarfs, and there's like a handful of them that don't even have names. So it's like, okay, they, with The Hobbit, they add some personality to all of them, which is fine. But with Gimli and Legolas, they completely, I don't want to say ruined it, but well, they kind of ruined them, honestly. Like, where they were a lot more friendly to each other. Like Legolas goes to Fangorn, and he has like this moment of like melancholy, whereas like, oh, I can feel young in this forest, and you children like wouldn't understand, or something like that. Then like realize, oh yeah, he looks young, but he's thousands of years old. And Aragorn and Gimli, they look old, but they're like children to him. Like, you kind of forget that while watching the film, but you realize, oh yeah, he's an elf. He's been around for a very long time.
Yeah, they're all.
And so him saying like he feels young in Fangorn really hammers home, oh, this forest is ancient. I mean, you do get a little bit of that when Treebeard calls Gandalf young Master Gandalf. It's like, oh yeah, Treebeard's been around, hasn't he? So you get a little bit of that, but it's not as effective to the main core of the characters. And like, you know, Gimli goes into the mines the refugees went to, and he like the caves, and he's like he's like a kid in the candy store. It's like, oh man, this is the craziest thing. Hey Legolas, come check this out. This cave is so incredible. Then they make a promise, like, I'll check out your cave if you explore Fangorn with me, and that's what they do. And then, you know, then they eventually leave Middle Earth together, much to the chagrin of the powers
I
that
know what you
be,
mean.
because they let a dwarf into the Undying Lands and like all that sort of thing. But it's just like, these characters are
It was
so much
worth it,
better
though.
in the books than they are in the film. And it's like, oh, kind of wish I didn't read the books because it kind of spoiled. Like, I didn't really care for them all that much in the books either, because I mean not the books, the movies, because they kind of just made them like the comic relief
the
guy
bro
and
code
do cool
stuff.
action stuff guy. And like, I understand why they did, but they kind of did Bilbo dirty too, because if the books are, it's a genius way the books are set up. They focus on Bilbo. Tolkien focus on Bilbo for not a lot of the book, but for a good chunk at the beginning of that book. Then he disappears, then Frodo takes over. So it's like kind of like passing the torch. It's like, okay, Bilbo, this is still kind of Bilbo's story. Like, oh, then he goes off to Rivendell. Now it's Frodo, and Frodo's the protagonist now. Then I think the last you see of Bilbo is in Rivendell, and he's still part of like the conversation. Like, he shows up at that council meeting, and like they talked about like Hemon and Han, like they're not saying that the ring has to be taken to Mordor, but they're kind of like implying it, like, well, who's gonna take it? I don't know, I can't take it. Then Bilbo's like, oh fine, I'll take it. And it's kind of like a joke, but then it cuts to like, then it describes the reactions of like everyone there except for Boromir. It's like, Boromir's like, hey, you get a little of this guy. Then he looks at everyone else, and they're looking at him like with the utmost respect. Like Bilbo was serious when he said that, and like, oh no, you can't anymore. You're like aging now. It's like, oh, you're right. Then Frodo steps up. It's like, okay, Frodo's the real hero now. So it's like, it was very clever and very nice. Like, and then they, like, I understand why they removed that stuff with Bilbo, because they have to focus on Frodo. Like, they have to establish Frodo. Because, you know,
Well, he's the main
pacing,
character,
yeah,
so.
before you thrust him into the danger, you have to establish him as a character. So I
Well,
understand
this is the
why.
thing. Why did they start with the Lord of the Rings first and not just do the Hobbit first?
I think it's more of an epic story, and they wanted to do something more like adult oriented than like the kid-friendly Hobbit. Which is why I like them going the direction they did with the Hobbit. I mean, there's still scary stuff in the Hobbit, but it's more catered towards kids. Like, that's what Tolkien wrote the book for. The main target audience was kids. And that's why in the original book, the original draft, first edition or whatever, Gollum just gives Bilbo the ring, because it's just like a little trinket to him. Not like a very important thing that's part
Not
of
the
his
thing
being.
that twisted him. Yeah.
So, hang on one second. What? So yeah, it's just, maybe they should have, but you know, I get why they didn't. Yeah, essentially too long. Didn't listen. Didn't read. The books ruined the movies. Well, not this can, but yeah, this seeing the changes is just like, meh. Like, there's a lot of melancholy in the books too that you don't really get in the films, that you really can't get in the films. Like, when Aragorn gets a Lothlorien, he goes to a hill that's really nice. Then it could have been just that when he walks away to get on with the story, but Tolkien adds, then Aragorn never visited this spot ever again for the rest of his life. And it's like, oh. So there's like a thing of melancholy. You get more of the idea that like the world is like changing, like something like beautiful is leaving Middle Earth forever. AKA the elves. So it's just like you really get the idea that, like, you know, after this journey, everything's gonna change forever, and sometimes maybe not for the best. Codex of Lies, a complete perp finally. You know, the last time you ever see Aragorn in the story is that I guess he was looking through his green ring, and it says he was enshrouded in like green fire, and it was really like a really well written prose. So, you know, some stuff that doesn't translate well to like the movie. But yeah, the movie's
Yeah.
great though. But you know, just read the book. You're like, oh man, yeah, this is great. This book's really good. And they're short books. I mean, like what's it like, 300 pages or something like that. Like the Return of the King, the longest book.
Let me
And
have a look.
if you go look real quick, like they're not very long books. Like Fellowship's like 250 or something like that.
The Lord of the Rings varies by edition, but the trilogy is approximately 1,000 to 1,241 pages. Fellowship is 479. Two Towers is 415, and Return of the King is 347.
Okay, so a complete opposite of what I said. But yeah, you know, then you like, I don't want to poo-poo them because, you know, I've read a couple of books and they're all right. But you read like what's that fancy? I was gonna say his name, a complete brain fog. What's that fancy author everyone seems to recommend? Well, anyway, let's see. Like actually that doesn't really help you because there's a lot of those. Let's see, missed.
Yeah, there is a lot of those. I was just saying, like the person like was gonna say like tends to waffle on, like the author of the Lord of the Rings was Anne Rice with her fucking her vampire series.
Yeah, let's try to keep it the same genre. But yeah, I think you talked about this before. But yeah, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Sorry.
Like I've read her books as well. Like literally, at some points, I read those books when I was a teenager because I was really into reading a lot.
Audience for that. A lot of teenage ladies.
Yeah, but she waffles. Like she explains so many unnecessary details, like the way his hair curls, the frills on his coat, and it's like I don't need to know this.
Yep. Okay, there's actually two of them. Well, not the one I was primarily thinking of, but I just stopped. All right, well, the one I was thinking about is Brandon Sanderson, and I read a couple of his books, and they're pretty decent. Someone called them very workmanlike, and that's him to the T. Like his prose are like not very lyrical, but decent enough. Like he's no Tolkien or Le Guin, but
yeah.
His books are like 200 trillion pages long. I mean, they are tomes, and they know if your book page count in this one book, not like the whole series, is longer than all of Lord of the Rings put together, you need to find an editor that tells you to cut out at least 500 pages. There's no reason for a book to be that long.
I have read some fan fiction authors who have, in a grand total, in some of the stuff I've read, written almost like 1.2 million words.
That is just...
So,
well, they're fanfics. They don't know better, and they don't have editors. Before you continue, sorry.
Hey, some of them do.
Does this help? This is getting good for you because it has +1 to necromancer skills on it. So I'm just curious. I'll cack these guys while you check it out.
No, it's offhand, isn't it?
No
Not
good?
Currently, but it might be in the future. Do you mind if I keep it?
No, go ahead, keep it. I have no use for it.
Cool.
Yeah, that many words is just I mean, I don't read fan fiction.
Let me
Never
see.
have, but,
Let me see.
Yeah. Maybe if it's one of those things where they just keep adding on to over the years, it's kind of like this, like a fun little project, like a workshop for their writing. Then yeah, I can understand that. But if that's just like, oh well, you know, whatever.
All right, so if it's double spaced, it would be approximately 5,000 to 6,000 pages. If it's single spaced, it's 2,000 to 3,000 pages.
Yeah.
So yeah, I read stuff like that.
But what's
That's
Sanderson?
how much I love reading. Like
Yeah.
the longer the better for me.
Yeah, you might like Sanderson then, because he does. Well, if you didn't like care for Anne Rice explaining stuff, Sanderson.
If it's waffling, if it's
Oh,
like
okay.
unnecessary.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, Sanderson would be a decent game designer because he loves his like mechanics to like. I have magic in my this world, so I'm gonna explain how it works. Like not to the minute detail, but he gives it a lot of thought, which is commendable. Yeah, but like. You say it's magic, and it does. If it does, like you can get your fireballs. If you want to say, "Oh well, you're tapping into the primal forces of the universe," like that's fine. But I don't need like to know the mechanics of it. Like this finger movement signifies this or that, or just if your stance is slightly different, it does this. I don't care. I really don't care. You could
Yeah,
like with Avatar. Oh, it's martial arts with different elements. Okay. That's all I need to know. Don't need to know the mechanics of elemental bending.
They slowly bend the arm to the right.
Yeah.
And it slowly tilts the water. Yeah, that's just it's
like,
unnecessary.
Yeah, like I'm reading.
They throw their hand and the water goes that way.
Yeah. Like I'm reading The Witcher, the third book, the one that actually starts like the overarching story. And it's like, oh, he does a pirouette this way, a feint this way, stabs, jumps back, like I can get a clear enough picture of it. Like I don't need to see every minute detail of what's going on. He feigns this, they slash the guy against across the torso, he yelps and falls to the ground. Then later on when someone's talking to him, it's like he's like holding in his guts and stuff. Like not like super grisly, but it's like, you could tell like, yeah, this bit's some kind of like leaking out that he needs to hold in.
Yeah, the only time you have to do subtle storytelling is if the person's doing subtle movements. Like, say, he slowly puts his hand behind his back to grasp the hidden dagger. That's the only time you have to do it.
Like, if it's important to the character or what's going to happen, like, say you're talking to someone and their eye twitches.
You don't. Here's another example for that. It's like he slowly puts his hand behind his back. His cloth ruffles softly against his skin. Unnecessary.
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy over here.
Can you tell it gets me really worked up when
it's...
people do stuff like
but
that?
yeah, if you really want, like, he gets hyped up, and like I get why people like him. I did not like it, but actually I read 3 books before I decided I didn't really care for it. Oh my gosh, Robert Jordan, the Wheel Time guy. And if you want faffing
about that guy,
if you want faffing about
I
the
haven't
book,
read his book though.
it is faffing about. And I was told why he does it because he was getting paid by the word, and he wasn't sure if his contract was ever going to be renewed, so he was like this stringing along. It shows, but
Hey, I could use some help over here.
Well, why not? Like, if you're literally getting paid to publish stuff, then you just waffle on.
yeah. Now, Anarch sent you. That figures. The guy worries like an old woman. He's after us to be careful and watch out for each other. I thought, though I guess he was right this time. He's always right. It's incredibly annoying. Where's your brother? I don't know. I mean, he told me to run and he looked horrified, so I booked it. I never looked back to check in on him. The whole temple started shaking. It was like an earthquake or something. I fell coming up the stairs and busted up my leg pretty bad. When I yelled out for Andoran to help me, he wasn't there. So I hauled myself the rest of the way up the stairs. Is he still down the temple? He must be. He certainly didn't pass me on the way out. I go down there and look for him, but I can't walk. Not with my leg like this. Are you going down there to find him? Yes, but first let's get you out of here. How are you gonna do that? I'm certainly not walking out. Like this. Boom! Yeah, there's a lot of braid tugging and creasing, full skirt creasing and folds and all that other junk, and it's just like he walks about so much. It's basically like this. The beginning starts strong, something happens in the middle, and the end ends strong. Like, he's not a bad writer, but in between all that, like, the good stuff is like hundreds of pages of just
Filler.
or I was gonna say, yeah, that's a lot more kind of, I was gonna say rubbish. But it's just, it's,
Oh, waffling.
yeah,
But
it's just waffling the books, the wheel of waffling. And like,
a
I
lot of
get it,
people are
like, I'm not
surprised. No, I
poo-pooing it.
used to read a
Yeah.
lot.
Like, this is like my opinion. Like, I get why people like those books, and I'm really happy people like this. Like, I'm actually kind of bummed out that I didn't like them the way like the people who really like them, because I just don't like going to something like, oh man, this is crappy, I'm gonna poo-poo all over this for the rest of my life. No, it's just like I put down the books, like, man, kind of wish I liked this the way other people liked it. And you know, the main character is just like a wet paper bag. Like, he has no personality. Like, I've seen like salty crackers that have more personality than this guy. And you know, all his buddies, like, it's like an ensemble. Like, it's him and his two of his buddies, but are like the kind of like the main characters, and they all get like special powers. And his is not even the most interesting of the bunch. And he's just like for this, like, for what I read the first 4 books, and I was like, you know what, I gave it a fair chance. It's not grabbing me. The one I like the most is one focused on the character I actually liked. Then it's like, oh well, we're done focusing on the character you like. Now it's time to go focus on the wet paper bag character. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm done. And so it's just like, then, you know, you reading it and you realize, oh, this is the type of woman this author likes. Fairly, no, that's the genre to begin with. Instead of calling it fantasy and young adult and all that stuff, they should call it author's thinly veiled fetish. Like, oh, this guy likes Shirley women who probably wants him to get stepped on, you know, like stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, to the author, they can do whatever they want, but it's just, you know, like, besides that, like this, like I said, this stuff waffling about and characters mostly just didn't do anything for me. And yeah, I'm just like, no, thank you. It's a shame the Amazon series got canceled, because it was actually pretty decent, but I just want to finish the thought. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
But like the main character too, like I looked up what happens after the, like, further down the road, and it's the most like power. Like, being a
Is the main character male or female?
Main character's male.
Right.
So, being a if I were to gender myself as a tin toy, it's male, masculine, as you know, the proper way of saying it. Like those books are like written for my target. My gender's target demographic, and he is the most disgustingly power fantasy character, like outside of like a modern isekai anime. Like, you know,
Oh God, for the longest time I didn't even know what that meant, and then it's like I saw it popping up more and more. I was like, what the hell is it? It's like, oh, the person dies and they get reincarnated, or they get taken to another world, and it's like, I would love that to happen to me, but it's out of reality.
yeah. So it's just like he is. I only talk to this guy so we can continue forward. No, a rant. You're dead. No kidding.
Dead.
You're a smart one, ain't you? Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. It's just it's just a new thing for me. Being dead? Yeah, being dead. Are you toying with me? Gotta be honest, stranger. I don't feel dead. I mean, I can see they're poking them around my corpse, but here I am, just standing there. I guess I'm a ghost or something. What do you know about that? Your brother sent me to find you. Aral and Anorak? Aral and Anorak. So Aral made it. Oh, alright. That dang rat. When I told him to run, I mean for him to take off on me. I suppose I can't blame him. I probably scared the pants off him, screaming about how we gotta get out of here. What happened down here? Let's drink water. Starting to mush mouth a little bit. Well, we got down to the heart of the temple, expecting to find nothing but skeletons and a bunch of loot. But there's a crazy old man down there with an army of ghosts. Without so much as saying hello, the old freak cast some sort of spell at me. I panicked and told Aral to run. We took off to the exit like a couple scared kids. And the whole place started shaking, rocks falling down from the ceiling and everything. I was dodging left and right, but I think one of them must have clocked me right in the melon because everything went black all of a sudden. Next thing I remember, I'm looking down at you snooping around my body. Must be an old man's spell that turned me into a ghost or whatever this is. Something tells me I ain't getting out of here until someone puts a stop to the old bastardo scheming. He'll suppose you up for a good fight. Will I go down there and beat some sense into the old weirdo? I'll take care of him. Yeah, sure. No worries, pal. I'll bust him up. I get into town first and pawn this junk. Well, anyways, there's other stuff I saw on the thing, and people say it sounds worse than it actually is, but I don't know. So anyways, the main character has like a bad case of main character syndrome. Like, he's the bestest, greatest, strongest, and he gets more powerful as he unlocks memory. Because his whole deal is like, he's like a soul that keeps reincarnating, and like it has the knowledge of all his previous souls. So what I get, it seems like his power keeps accumulating with this each passing life. So he's the most powerful mage guy and all this sort of some such trash. Anyways, as he learns and unlocks his powers, he gets a bunch of ladies, and they're like imprinted upon him. So they were always kind of like fated to fall in love with him, and he gets like multiple lives. And it's not like a true polygamous relationship, because the ladies aren't in love with each other, just in love with one guy, and they're like sharing him. And so it's like that type of crap.
Is it harem?
A harem, yes, kind of like that.
Harem. Yeah, harem.
And he starts growing like sick dragon tattoos on his arms. So it's like everything like a teenager would think would like be awesome or some crap like that. And I'm like, okay, this isn't really for me. And I get to that pop, I'm like, you know, I'm glad I didn't continue reading, because this stuff would infuriate me so much, because I know when I'm being pandered to, and I don't like it. I don't like that sort of pandering.
It's like the male fantasy thing.
Maybe if I read it when I was younger, I'd be more receptive, because you know, who wouldn't like that stuff? But I just do not care for that sort of pandering. Like, it's just
this is why, like, even as a lesbian. Surprise, I'm coming out, you know, blah blah blah. Anyway, I used to like read books like that, and then imagine myself in the male character's position, but I could never truly relate to the character, which is why with games these days is with a male protagonist, I just can't relate to him anymore, because it's just not something I can put myself into. Because it just panders to, I hate to say it, the male gaze.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's no. I wouldn't say there's no depth, because some characters do have depth. You've played Cloud from 7. He has a lot of depth to him.
Yes.
But there's just these days they just don't have the depth anymore, and it's just you could just stick a stick figure male and do boring lines, and there you go. There's your game. They're like big girls with big boobies and asses, and people would buy it because they're not putting themselves in the character. They just want the jiggly stuff on the screen.
Yeah, the good stuff.
Which is a lot of the time is why I've stopped buying male fronted games, is because it's just there's no depth to it, and I can't relate at all.
Yeah, you have to look into those, make sure like not buying them sight unseen.
I know a lot of people are complaining. What was it? The latest one? Oh, it was off the top of my head. I know it was a while ago, but Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
No,
was it
yeah.
Odyssey?
Yeah,
with
it got the
Alexis
in
and
it.
Cassandra. And then it was like It was originally supposed to just be Cassandra, you know.
Yeah.
But they were like, it wouldn't sell. We need a man.
Yep.
And then
That's AAA development for
eventually,
you.
yeah, eventually down the line, people were so disappointed to find out that Cassandra was the canon protagonist. Like, no, it's got to be Alexos because a bunch of people played Alexos. It's like, I don't give a shit if it's Alexos. Like, the way that you play the game and the way the voice actors come through, it's clearly Cassandra has more passion in her voice, more like when Alexios became sorry, spoilers, Demos, he had more of that hate in his voice. It fit the characters so well as it was originally supposed to be.
Yeah, I agree. Him as the main character is kind of funny though, because there's a different kind of tone with him. He's like,
He sounds like a puppy.
yeah, because the characters, both of them, the main whoever's the main character, kind of written as kind of like a dope, like a meathead, which I appreciate. We need more dopes as main characters.
Well, the thing is, though, I've listened to both, but Cassandra seems to have more riz than Alexos.
Yeah,
it's just. It's so embarrassing to listen to the same lines from both characters. You're like, oh my god.
With someone can make a comparison that's very, very apt. It made me kind of appreciate Alexios more. He plays it. Think of it as like he's Hercules from the TV show Hercules, like the Kevin Sorbo show.
That camp show.
Yep. So it kind of makes a lot more sense. It makes you like just slightly more appreciate. At least for me, appreciate. Okay. That kind of sounds right, and that's pretty cute. But yeah, I played as Cassandra. She was great, very good, very
yeah.
Good.
Like I watched people playing as Alexos. Like that's how I know that I know the comparison. It's like even with Cassandra being Demos, like she had that utter like vicious voice as Demos, but when Alexos is Demos, he has that really... He brings across the hurt really well as him.
He does.
It's like, I think the way they did it, they recorded the line as is for Cassandra as Cassandra, and Alexios as Demos, and then down the line they got told, so you guys are gonna have to reverse and do everything the other way.
Yeah, it does seem that way. I agree. That's a very Ubisoft thing to do. They did the same thing with Syndicate as well.
I mean, I think it should just be made the norm for if you're making games these days, just make the protagonist a gender you want to be.
Yeah. I mean, there's benefits.
I know it's a lot more work, but
yeah.
it's just a lot more people would be able to relate, and I think find the story a lot more fulfilling. Like, even if you, I hate to say it, even if you lock the romances, like, you don't have to make them all like fall in line with like queer life and stuff like that. But you still have the choice of not doing them at all.
Yeah. I used to be all about that stuff, but ultimately, as I get older as a tin toy and the rust starts setting in, the tarnish, I mean, just really don't care about romance so that much anymore. Most of them, they can be cute, I admit, but most of the times, like, I don't really care. Very, very, very few of them are really, really, really good. Because they don't feel like characters, it kind of robs them. not of agency, but like
Yeah,
of
it's just
value.
like
It's like,
shoving them in your face and be like, "Hey, this is a person you can screw."
yeah, but that's the thing though. Like that's like, oh, they're not character; they're a trophy. You know, level up their relationship points, and then you
A
get to
romance.
make whoopee with them. You know, stuff like that, or work. Well, just as bad, maybe slightly worse. They hide all the character development behind the romance path, and it's like, oh wow, this character's not really a character until I try to bed them, and it's like,
A good, really good example of that is Mass Effect. The entire storyline, and I hate to say it because a lot of people agree with me, the main character is, as Shepard, his or her main romance was always supposed to be Liara.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then, for example, the same way you said this, the only way you can lock it is if you sleep with him. In Mass Effect 2, the one person I can think of is Miranda. You never really get to know her until you start romancing her.
Then in the third game, the developers laughed that you decide you want to romance any of them.
Yeah, as I said.
They're barely in the game because they can't keep accounting for all of them getting killed in the suicide mission.
Yep. And who's still there at the end of the day? Liara.
Oh.
First one, you can romance Liara.
No.
Second one, she was shooed in, but then her romance was fulfilled in a DLC.
No.
So she was in it. Liara again.
So, folks, if you're listening here or watching the VOD, we're basically saying Mass Effect as a series is trash all along. We're ahead of the curve on this one. Oh, wow, this guy exploded into a wraith. He was hot as a human.
What's that now? They had a bunch of undead beating him up. Which is ironic, since he
is
wanted
undead, yeah.
undead to beat us up.
Well, I know I had all.
That's how you use irony, right?
Yep. Poetic irony.
Because there was a point in time when I was younger, people used to use irony wrong.
It's ironic that they use irony wrong.
Funny. Those, are they...
I'm pretty sure I went the other way. Well, it's alright. You gotta go back talk to the ghost guy.
I forgot. I went out.
Well,
Way outside.
well, all said and done, the moral story is Geralt's the greatest gaming protagonist to ever put to video games.
Who?
Geralt. Of Rivia.
Oh, Geralt? Yeah. Nah,
Gerald.
not really. I mean, Geralt. Geralt.
Gerald. Call him Gerald. We'll just call him that so we don't forget. No, it's Geralt.
Oh, just call him the White Wolf. We can't even look that
No,
up.
it's Geralt. I'm only goofing around.
Geralt.
Yeah, it's Geralt.
Gerald.
Gerald.
I'm dyslexic, so I'll say it how it's said anyway.
Gerald.
Which is why I got confused with like harem, like with harem.
Well, if you'll pronounce your eyes, it's Ham. Ha-M. The Ha-M.
Harem.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
No, we pronounce our
I
eyes
think we've discussed
occasionally.
this one,
Somewhere as we
like,
do.
with the, like, when I read the Twilight series,
Iron well
there's
spent.
the dad vampire is called Castley, and I used to call him no, Carlisle. Sorry, I used to call him Castley.
Ghastly.
I'll keep an eye out for this.
Well, you know, when I was, well, same thing. When I was younger, and I couldn't pronounce a name, I gave him a nickname, and ever since then, that's all I call him. By the nickname. It's been a hot minute since I did that, so I can't remember who I did that for, but that's how I do it. That's how I did it. Oh, I gotta talk to Anorak. Where are you? Where you at? I'm back at town, by the way. Oh, there you are.
Oh, yeah, I'm just putting stuff in my stash. I've got a purple sword, but it's not that.
I have to be honest, all this is very strange. I really don't know how this is happening. The thing with the ghost. I suppose I don't really care. That thing, my brother, he's as much Anderan as he was when he was alive. Just glad to have him back. Anderan's ghost doing here? You're asking me? I have no idea. I've heard stories about people raising the dead or summoning ancient spirits, but I never heard of anything like this before. When he first arrived, I thought the witches were playing some sort of cruel joke, but then Aral started talking like nothing had happened. Watching the two of them argue each other like they did before he died. It's odd to say at least. Good luck with that.
Thanks for the help back there.
Alright, I'm losing my voice. I can't narrate the dialogue much anymore. I don't feel very dead. Being a ghost, so much better if I'm dead. Does it? I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm invincible or something. Back to work. Working on what? No, Anorak doesn't like to talk about. I suppose he thinks people come for us if they know. We'll have a good life here, digging up old junk from tombs, blah blah blah. Can't seem to get enough of this stuff. Good luck being the ghost. Well, you know, the only company that seems to do romance is good and proper, CD Projekt. It's not project, it's project. Project. CD Projekt. Because the ones in Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk were pretty good. I mean, maybe not River or what's his name? I can't remember his name. That's how little I care. It's been a while since I played.
I know what you mean. Yeah. The only romance I liked was Judy.
Of course you did.
I'm not saying she was. I'm not saying she was perfect. Honestly, she had like a lot of flaws, literally, and completely. Like she's the type of character you. Oh, what do they call it? Crisis romance?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, she's the crisis romance.
Yeah, when you think about that, it's like, yeah, it's kind of skeevy. You're basically like a rebound fling.
Where did you go?
I went back to the thing. I thought my portal was somewhere else. I'm running out. I'm heading back to the.
Mine's outside.
Okay, yeah, I mucked up. Yeah, that's those were hit or miss, but Yen and Triss were really good.
The only problem I like people with the Triss, like those type of that type of war. The only problem I had with Yennefer is by the time you played the third game, you didn't know her, literally at all.
Even the books weren't out here yet. Not until the second game came out. Yeah.
Not a bit. And you're like, oh, she's supposed to be the love of your life, and she's a bitch.
Yeah, there's kind of a reason for that narratively, but yes, I agree. She's
you understand that after you finish the games or you read the lore and stuff like that. But if you're a brand new character, like you should start playing The Witcher 3 after playing 1 and 2. You're like, this girl's a bitch. Why am I supposed to be in love with her?
Build up, ding.
Like through the game, like she doesn't even really try until near the end of it to even explain anything.
Well, that's just sorceress.
And like she literally doesn't even believe that Geralt had no memories. And then she gets angry about him like sleeping around. Like she doesn't even know about all of the other people he slept with. Like if you're one of those people who sleep with literally everybody in the games.
I didn't. That's the point. Even when I was young and when I played the first game, and that part was like I heard you get like training cards, and like that was really,
Yeah, like
really
cards,
gross.
yeah,
that
I
was,
saw that.
that was-
They got censored in the American release.
yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah.
Indeed. I don't really give a crap about that, but yeah, yeah, I do like Geralt, and you know how she signs her letters, your friend or my friend. Geralt started that because you know how it was like that. It's they described in the games like they had like an off again, on again, off again, kind of tumultuous. I mean, I can't pronounce words today. Kind of like had like a, not like love hate, but like on and off, like that type of relationship. Well, anyways, when they were like not seeing each other, like we're distant, Geralt didn't know how to sign his letter, so he wrote your friend Geralt, and she wrote back, and it is the most passive aggressive, borderline aggressive reply. And even Geralt was like, "Oh geez, like I deserve this." Like it was the funniest thing. That's in the third book, in case you're wondering. But he gets the letter, he reads it, and it is like, she's like, you can tell she's like borderline insulted that he even wrote that sort of nonsense. And so my friend, and she uses like not brevity, like she keeps explaining all these, like uses like so many adjectives, like, and she keeps calling Geralt my friend and signs it your friend Yennefer. And it's like, okay, all right. Like I like Yennefer from the games, but if I was reading the books, like, okay, Yen's pretty all right. Yeah,
I mean, after like the initial playthrough, where I was one of those people that fell prey to like romancing both, even though I really fucking hated Yennefer at the time.
Well, rip you.
Yeah, because there was a woman who likes women. Like, come on. But if like,
I like ladies too, but I
like
don't even do that.
she's one of those really strong, independent women who, and it comes clear through the Caermont battle that she really cares for Geralt and Ciri. Like, that is the point I started to like her character.
You know, it's actually kind of funny.
And the fact that when you get drunk, she just like throws you in the lake.
Yep.
And you're wearing her clothing. It's not a case of like, she did get angry, but she was also like, these bloody boys.
Yeah, that's basically how she treats Geralt sometimes, like this child.
I really love that scene. That was
really
like one of the best scenes in the game.
That's actually kind of funny.
They're like drunk calling people.
Oh yeah.
Like, how do witches even get drunk though? Aren't they supposed to have those like metabolisms?
No, they can still get drunk. I think like that's why they're always, well, because it's Polish, they're always drinking vodka, like the hard stuff. So I think with like regular beer and stuff, they have to drink a lot of it. Like I think their tolerance for it is very high because, you know, you play the game, their base for their potions is like supremely powerful alcohol. So I think they have a tolerance, but I don't think they're immune to being drunk.
Well, I didn't think they would be immune to it. But I suppose by the time they get drunk in that, they've probably gone through like the entire store of alcohol.
One of the things that you don't think about, but it's true. So he even mentions it. He can't get cavities because, you know, the bacteria on his teeth can't survive because he's immune to all that junk. So he has perfect teeth.
Oh.
Perfect teeth.
Yeah, you Witcher.
But it's funny that you hated Yennefer initially, then you liked her as you got to know her. Because Ciri was exactly the same way. She did not like Yennefer initially at all. Yeah, those books are
Yeah,
pretty
because
good.
initially it seems like she treats Geralt like a dog.
Yeah, essentially. But that's just like she's not unique in that regard. All the mages, you know, manipulate Geralt. He's a useful pet to have. You know, a professional monster hunter, where most of the alchemical ingredients come from monsters. So it's just, yeah, every like almost every mage he doesn't like mages, like wizards, sorceresses for a reason, because they always work in an angle.
He's teleporting, and I always liked the fact that Triss was allergic to potions. That was a unique character trait.
Ooh, wow. A piece that hurt. Yeah, it is a fun one.
Because you learn that in the second one when Geralt is forced to carry her back to town.
Yep.
And she's like, why can't you use potions again? Because I'm allergic to them. I was like, oh. So there must be a single chemical ingredient to all potions that she can't drink because she's allergic to it.
Yeah. Pretty much. I kind of gathered that too, but it's kind of funny too. She initially wasn't supposed to be alive because she at the Battle of Sodden, she does die. I mean,
she's supposed
initially,
to like burn, isn't she?
then she got it got retconned that she didn't.
No, but she has burns on most of her body underneath clothing now.
Yep.
Isn't she?
No, the thing is though,
And like as a sorceress, she could get rid of them, but she keeps them.
yeah, I never understood that part of the thing. I can't remember if it's like an illusion, or if they're physically altering their body with magic.
From the way it's played, especially with Yennefer, because she was a hunchback, it seems like it's transformation magic.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you know, with the clothing, she, like, summons it in the game, and that seems like it's, like, tangible clothing, not, like, illusion. It's not like she's running around naked as a hunchback, you know?
Yeah. So I really do think it's, like, permanent transformation magic, but I think that's the cost of them doing that change to be beautiful, is their fertility, isn't it?
That's
or are they originally just infertile as sorceresses anyway?
No, that's how they make them. It used to be it wasn't, but then when the head, it's a quote in the book, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's kind of nefarious and really cruel. It's like, I had to go through this, so you have to go through that. So it's like, either be a wizard or you be a mother, not both, because there are sorcerers out there who have children, who can have children. Geralt's mother is a sorceress.
So they kind of say, like, we need your full attention.
Yeah, so essentially, if you go to the wizarding school, you're gonna have to give up your fertility, so to speak. I hate saying fertility when it comes to women, because the worst dredges of the internet say that, and then this makes me feel gross. Yeah, female fertility.
And I even hate saying, like, your ability to bear children, because not all women can bear children.
Yeah, so, but yeah, but in the context of this,
it would be fertility. Yeah.
So yeah, in the context of this conversation, they make you choose. It's not like an inherent thing. It's just, you know, them being cruel pieces of trash. So like they're a lot of the sorcerers and sorceresses are cool. Like, there's a lot of normal ones too. Like, they're like borderline nice. Like, you got Triss and a few others are like that too. But you can't really blame them too much because that's the environment they were like trained in. Like, and they get political. Like, they're all of them are like.
Oh, that's it. They're put next to kings and queens.
So they
like,
have to be cutthroat, or they will just get destroyed. Yeah. So I get why the way they are. So it's just not like.
Well, this is it. This is me going off like the game lore. By the third game, you know like sorceresses are next to kings and queens, but Yennefer is like a complete and utter fucking bitch.
Yeah.
But you eventually, like, through the game, space, like, through it, and by the end of it, you understand the story. But initially, by the end of the story, you have no inclination to romance her because you're like, originally, you think she's a bitch, and you've missed all
Yes.
Which is where I think the game goes wrong, because in order to romance Yennefer, unless you're like a Yennefer stan, like I think you either would romance Triss or no one, or sleep around with the other sorceresses as you can.
Yeah, like I actually do agree with that. They probably should have brought Yen back in the second game, like the back half of the second game.
At least just to introduce her character and like have her slap Geralt and say like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, something like that. Because you do your final conversation with Lethos, essentially like, yeah, when you got back, Yennefer got back, and we took care of her. And he even says like, yeah, she was really, really difficult to deal with. So I thought I got a kick out of that. But yeah, it's like. And yeah, like I said, and you said, it's just they should have introduced her sooner. I'm actually due for a replay of the second game. I've not played it in a while.
I really wanted to romance the dragon.
Oh yeah, Saskia. Well, unfortunately, she prefers dwarves.
Yeah, I know. I read. Maybe I could play a dwarf woman. Probably because they're so small to her.
Yeah, Geralt met her dad in one of the short stories.
The Golden Dragon.
Yeah. He's quite the character. Even when he was palling around with in human form, he was quite the character. Really enjoying life.
They're supposed to be like the rarest ones, aren't they?
What was that?
Golden dragons are like the rarest ones.
Yeah, the rarest. They're so rare. They're like myths to a lot of people. Like the legendary golden dragon. That's just wives' tales, stuff like that.
So the thing is, in the games, why didn't her dragon farm have any golden scale? They should have peppered them in her coat.
Yeah, they probably should have peppered them. But yeah, her mother was not a golden dragon.
It was a human, wasn't it?
No, it was another.
Or was it a normal dragon?
Yeah, it was another dragon. Yeah, in the short story, a bunch of farmers stuff like a
We don't want any trouble.
Then stay out of it. In the book, that dragon was stealing like sheep from a sheep herd's flock, and so what the farmers did was they killed a sheep and stuffed this body full of poisons and stuff, and that dragon got poisoned and flew away to rest and recover, and they get together like a hunting party to go hunt after her because she's wounded, so to speak. And that's when they met up with everyone with the little dragon and that sort of thing.
Oh, so like in the TV show where they're all like climbing to go. Oh,
essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. Got the
I haven't watched it in ages. Like I stopped halfway through the second season because it was just so disappointing.
Yeah, I stuck like the
like
first
even though I hadn't read all the books, I could see they would just dive into like the right, and it was like, I just don't want to watch this.
Yeah. Also wasted the characters. I mean, the three main players were extremely good with the material they were given, but yeah, was it like, I'm not like a book purist, but some of them like short stories, like, oh, you kind of missed the point of this, like the moral of the story here.
Yeah, like they didn't even follow like the game's logic. I know it's like it's not even, it's well before the games, but it's like keep to the characters as they are at least.
Because, you know, Geralt calls his horses Roach, but he's very affectionate towards his horses. And apparently, when Roach died in the end of season 2, he was supposed to make like a quip or something like that. And Henry Cavill was like, no, nay, I'm vetoing this crap. No way am I saying this, because that's what Geralt wouldn't do. I don't know how much of that's true, but given the rest of the writing of that season, I believe it.
And considering the way he's like, he defended the series and then
Just left.
yeah. Well, it wasn't his choice at the end. He probably would have finished it out if nothing else.
Yeah.
But they didn't give him a damn choice, and then he got fired from being Superman too.
Yeah, so I think that's probably the reason why. Like, I think that was an upcoming thing he thought he had in the bag. Then, like, the writing wasn't going the direction he liked, or they'll make it changes he didn't like. It's like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna be Superman. This was great. I loved being Geralt, but now I think I just wanna focus on that. Then, of course, they didn't even get that. Like, that's rotten luck in my opinion. That stinks. I feel for the guy.
I think he got cameos, and then that was it.
No, he even get a cameo in that latest Superman film. I saw this latest Superman film, and it was like, I like his Superman films quite a lot, but
I think he got cameo in. Oh, what was it called? The one with the stupid mask.
what stupid mask?
You know, for the Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah.
He got. I think his last one was in that.
No,
And then they reworked that for the new season.
No, it wasn't Suicide Squad. It was Black Adam, I believe. He was in that at the very end there.
No, yeah, that was probably that. Yeah, because it came after the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's something we can do with this guy later on. I was barely paying attention because we're talking about other stuff, but yeah, I probably won't be watching the rest of the seasons. Like, I got through season 2, and like I enjoyed it for most of the part, but then I heard of him leaving, and like I really didn't like the season that much. It was okay, like I enjoyed parts of it, but I was like, you know what? No point in watching this anymore. I think I'll just call it quits. Unseat swiftness. Nope. Get rid of these melee. What are these pants here? No. No. Nope. Nope. What's this? Nope.
Iron well spent.
Yeah, you know, what can you do? Looking forward to the next Witcher, though.
With Siri, yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, she can't be a Witcher," and it's like the author even outright said he never said women couldn't be witches.
No. He doesn't consider the game's canon, but that's just because, like, you know, it's just, I don't think he really cares. Like, he basically, like I said, like, they're not part of my books, you know, whatever. They're doing no things. Whatever. That's essentially, like, his attitude. Like, he doesn't give a fudge. As long as he gets paid. And I don't blame him, like, you know, he's a curmudgeon Polish guy who, you know, there's a whole history with Poland and the USSR, and, you know, and the grim realities of that. So he's like very cynical and that sort of stuff. And so he's getting his, and he's like, yeah, whatever, don't care. Do your thing. Do your thing. Give me money. I'll make my own books. And he still writes books. A new one came out. I actually have it. Mom got it for me. Tim Mom got it for me, but I've not read it yet. Still working my way through this Blood of the Elves. But yeah, I am actually looking forward to seeing what they do with Ciri. I'm actually looking forward to see what they do with the remake of 1. Like, I would love to play that. Like, no, I'm not. I like remakes if they're done properly, if they're done differently. Like, if this is a remake 1-to-1, like, who cares? Like, you know, those could be fun too. Don't get me wrong, but like, if it's just remaking the same game, like, I'll just play the original, and I won't have to pay $70 for it, because I own it. But I'm just curious to see what kind of changes
I own
they
them
make.
all too.
So I'm just, yeah, I still own them all. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I don't know.
I played the first
I think
game.
I got to.
I played the first game not long ago, like not like about within a couple of years. But I've not played the second game in a very long time, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting back into that one.
Sorry, I'm just messing with blankets.
How dare you?
Well, it's because I'm so bloody cold.
You need a spot heater, yo.
I have a spot heater, but not in my room. It's like electric's. Mum's using one downstairs, so I'm not gonna use one.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll just.
Well, your electricity.
Yeah. So I'm using like hand electric warmers and putting them on charge. I shoved them in my little snood, as they say, and then have blankets on my legs.
I need to get some hand warmers. I'm sure that would help out after my obligations. Then my hands still bother me with the trigger finger.
Yeah, I
crap.
used these at work as well.
So I think using those for a while
especially during winter.
after my obligations, I'll probably have a better time with my hands.
You could also get the ibuprofen cream as well. Like soak your hands and then rub some of that on. Like, I know you might not like painkillers, but ibuprofen is literally for inflammatory.
Yeah. Like, I have trigger finger too, and I looked up what that is, and it's kind of nasty when you describe it to someone, but like, it happens, and
yeah, it's your tendons.
Yeah, I
pulling
hope
on
it's
each
not like
other.
a permanent thing, because I really don't need that sort of nonsense. But it sounds like
Unfortunately, it's just an old age thing, because the way you constantly use the same fingers over and over.
Never had
Like,
it before.
you go through phases. You just go through phases.
So what you're saying is that this tin toys might as well just be in a scrap heap, huh? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying you're working your tendons out because you're using them a lot more than you're used to. And eventually it will become springy enough that you shouldn't get it eventually.
Yeah, I was asking some of my coworkers, and they said as much. Because there's a much older gentleman doing what I do, and he says, yeah, you know, once you get this, with time, it'll go away. It's like, so if someone is older than me, and that's a really old fella, you know, who knew humans could live past 110, 111. Birthday was not long ago.
It's the same with when I had to cut a bunch of stuff. I ended up having a callus develop on my middle finger where I gripped the metal of the knife, because I held my knives really weird, because I like to grip the metal and the handle because I feel like I have more control.
Thankfully, I do not have to use knives.
Not yet, you know.
Actually, I'm not in production, so the only time I would ever have to use knives if I steam something, I have to cut into the plastic wrap. But that's it. I don't have to use it at all. Which is good, because the knives we have at home here are the dullest things you ever saw in your life. And like you really have to, like, you can, it's as sharp as, like, even like razor blades people use to shave or sharp, but then the things we gotta get sharpened. Actually, it's kind of getting annoying, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, get steel. Wait, is this at your obligations or home?
Home. No,
okay. Yeah, I guess steel.
Yeah, the obligation, we have someone separate coming in. I was told this. And
Yeah. They usually with production stuff they bring knives in. We did, although they go blunt really bloody quickly. So, especially if you use them a lot.
Yeah. Like the stuff that's made here is not restaurant quality. Like it's decent, but it's still like.
Nah, it's like even then, like if you use a knife a lot, it'll go dull really quickly.
Yeah.
Especially if people just don't care. It's like a bunch of my lads in my old workplace used to like using the knives to open things. I was like, you gotta stop doing that.
You're mad,
I remember
lads.
lads. I remember a couple of times when the sharpener guys came in, we got a couple of chef knives that looked like bone-in knives. I was like, well, these things have been sharpened down. For those that don't know, chef knives are really thick and really big. Bone-in knives are really pointed and thin. So it's just you could tell like they were just using those knives all the way up to the end point. Apparently, like we used to use like plastic cutting boards as well. So if you want to like not throw it out, they got these like really big, thick slabs of plastic, color coded because that's how things work in kitchen. And to refresh them, they just sanded down the top, like both sides. There you go.
Is that a good way of doing it, or is that just like one of those things they do to save money, but it's not quite?
It professionally sanded, so it's like sanded down and then heated up to like seal any imperfections.
Oh, okay, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, like it's properly done. Like you can. These days, it's just a case of use whatever cutting board you are comfortable with. Either like you use a plastic one, you get microplastic. Yeah, fair enough. Use a wooden one, like you get like you can either get wooden chips or you can get micro. You can't properly sanitize a wooden board. Or use stone. You're gonna get fucking stone chips. It's just no winning.
Yeah.
There is absolutely no winning. As long as you sanitize, clean down your section, and not chop, like slam your knife down onto your board, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Nothing irritates me more than people improperly using knives. And it's because I've cut myself as a child. Like, to the bone.
That sounds fun.
So that's how I learned very, very early not to misuse knives.
What on earth? This looks weird. What's down here? Nothing.
And if you walk around with a knife that is not down by your hip, you're gonna get my nail.
Yeah. What we do is we might not be proper way, but it does sound kind of safe. Is we hold it behind our backs, and
No, that's not safe.
Yeah.
You hold it down by your side, down by your hip, blade down, facing away from you. And as an extra precaution, if you're going behind someone, you shout knife. Or if you're holding something hot, you shout hot. That way, they don't turn around and run right into you and fucking pour stuff onto you. Like, it's just
common
proper
sense.
safety stuff.
Yeah, common sense.
Or even if you're just walking behind someone, you stay behind. Because the amount of times I've slammed into coworkers that haven't said anything is like unreal. And like, if I'm cooking something and I'm turning around with a hot pan, can you imagine the damage I could do?
That skill's
and they didn't tell me they were behind me.
Massive damage. Like hitting a weak spot.
And it's like, I'd be traumatized. I've hurt someone. It's not necessarily my fault, but I still hurt someone.
See, folks, this is the type of commentary you get when you play games with a professional chef.
Yeah. You get the angry chef rants. You have to blame Eugene for the.
Well, if you were hiring, or restaurant managers hiring a position for a sous chef or a head chef, Crimson here, take the job. Good to know she's qualified enough.
Oh yeah, I'm qualified. Level 3, level 4. Can't remember right now, but I got my manager's certificate, so.
Was that shift manager or like a higher position in there?
Technically it would be sous chef level.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty high.
Yeah, like you have. Let me think of the names. You have assistant. You got your porters. Then you've got your line chefs. Then you've got your team leaders, which would be chef de partie. Then you've got your assistant sous, which is like not exactly just above chef de partie. Then you've got your sous chef. Then you've got your assistant head chef, and then you've got your head chef. That's in a big like restaurant kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it would just be line chef, chef de partie, and then sous chef, and then head chef.
There's fighting going on down here. Oh, hey. Oh. Kept clicking. I kept falling, trying to go the opposite.
Yeah, I'm doing it now as well.
Yeah. Hold it and move it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we're too late for it anyway.
Yeah.
They're all dead.
Yeah. Our operation isn't that complex. So.
Well, the place I used to work, they changed all of the names. Like, team leader was turned to senior chef, even though you technically making less than like a team leader, and it's like you got more responsibilities for like crappy pay.
Yeah, that's.
I think I remember complaining to you a lot about that.
Yep. Well, that's how they want it. They want to extract the most amount of labor out of you for the least amount of pay. That's why you gotta be the opposite. You gotta do the least amount of work. Extract the most amount of pay for the least amount of work.
Which is a long time why I refused to do a lot of the team leader stuff.
Oh, what is all this? This is
like it's like, you know how to do this stuff, and it's like, I know how to do this stuff, but I'm not being paid to do it, so I'm not doing it. It's like, oh, that's not very team-like, and it's like, you're the team leader, you do it.
You've gathered the materials and the power we need.
not very team-like.
It is time for my favorite.
That's very skeevy. It's like not very team-like. Yeah, neither is paying your employees pennies.
Pennies to do your damn job,
The
yeah.
materials you've brought
Like,
me,
literally,
I have conjured what's known as the Gargan Key. It is an arcane device
skip if you don't want
used
to
by the
know
people
my
that
life
lived
story,
here
by the way.
long ago.
By
For
the
this
end,
purpose,
I was
the summoning
getting
of eldritch
asked
creatures within the temple
by
itself.
managers what the hell did
Travel
they do
north,
about certain
seek out the
situations, and it's
temple,
like,
and
why are you
find
asking
the
me? You're
altar
the manager.
within.
Yeah.
It's like,
The
because
veil
you
is
know this
thin,
stuff, and it's
your
like,
chances of
Why aren't you a
success
manager
highest.
then making the big
oh,
bucks?
Nothing
why
stand in your way.
why am
Not
I
the
solving your
primordial ones
issues?
brainwashed fools,
This was the
not the
case of
temple's defenses.
I think I can probably
Activate
say
the
this was the
altar
case of
and
like
find me a worthy
into
minion.
work stuff about issues like, who do you go to, what processes do you do. It's like this I volunteered to be like the what would the American term be, what do you call it when people group up?
I'm sorry.
Union.
Yeah, union.
I
there we
would
go.
be like, I would be your union rep, except I'm the person. I'm not part of a union. I'm just a person people go. I was eventually just a person people go to who knows about all the processes that happened at my workplace.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't officially in that spot. And I was definitely not being paid to be in that spot. But even like at the end, even managers were coming to me and it was like, you should know this already. Why are you asking me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just...
Working, folks.
Yeah, work, folks. Join a union if you can. They'll protect you from the
Always
sort
know
of thing.
your laws. Always know your laws. Like, your workplace can say in your contract, you have to do this, 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 and this. But if you're, I suppose for you, for American, it's your state laws. Always look up your state laws first.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what you can and cannot do. Because they
Yeah,
will try
always know
to
your
muck
state
you up.
laws because even if you sign a contract saying you have to do this, if your state law country dictates it, you do not have to do it.
Yep. Yeah, it's just
Because state law trumps work law.
well,
But
thankfully,
please do not take me as legal advice because I don't want to be sued.
yeah. Well, telling people to be aware of their rights as a worker is not legal advice, just, you know, advice. Good
Common
advice.
sense.
Yeah. I think yeah, you know, I got pretty lucky. My managers are pretty fair
Pretty chill
and
from the
yeah,
sounds of it.
chill and, you know, accommodating. Not like my last obligation. Now those my way or the highway, and not like in like a labor law
Well,
kinda
a lot
way,
of mine were like
but
that
it
as
was
well.
just like you couldn't get certain hours, and it's like, well, gee, thanks. Yeah, I was absolutely miserable at that place. I hated it so much.
Yeah, originally a lot of the managers I had were at that place, and it was like, whenever they tried to bring me down, it was like, that's not legal. And they're like, oh, you know, it's like, yeah, I do.
Your fate was
Yeah, I
written by
really,
the
really do.
rules. You merely play the part you.
Because I'm the kind of person who looks this stuff up
Yeah.
and studies it, so I know my rights. And which is why at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, everybody was coming to me for advice.
See anything you like?
Let me see what kind of good stuff we got here. Nothing. Miasma
Like,
robes.
We're talking
See you
like
around.
people with disputes with
Yes,
their wages, stuff like that. It's like I was literally a senior chef and I was getting asked manager level stuff, and it's just I don't get paid to deal with that crap.
Yeah.
I didn't get paid to deal with that crap.
Yeah. What comes to wages?
By
and-
the end, I was getting paid to deal with it, but you know, Eugene knows how that ended.
Yep. Quite the place, that place.
Yeah. Anyway, are we continuing or are we?
Continuing, I'm just taking a sip of water, and I'm trying to figure out where my...
And listening to me rant, yeah.
Yeah, what's the rant? I got to head back to town real quick. There's no stash guy here. Got stashed the stuff.
Is there not? There
Yeah.
might be one for.
When it comes to wages, this country is really something. Productivity increases, but wages have not. It's been stagnant since '08, I think.
I'll keep an eye out.
I think I said like when we had a look, I think you make just a tiny bit more than I did when I left
Um,
work, and you're
See you around.
you're a basic worker right
Yeah.
now, and I was a senior chef, so you're making more than I did as a senior chef. So I think pay everywhere is just crap.
Yeah, so essentially what we talked about is I told you the federal minimum wage was a $7.25, and you said that's what interns essentially make, which is really,
Yeah.
really nice because interns in this country don't get paid squat. I mean, it depends on the place, but interns are paid in experience in networking. It's like you're telling an artist, oh, you get paid in exposure.
Yeah, exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that type of trash. And the minimum wage from there, it just depends on the state. Like our state's actually one of the better ones. And apparently, I gotta look it up because Tin Mum told me that there's a bill going through that might increase the minimum wage by $5 more. So it comes to $20 instead of 15. But yeah, this country really hates its workers. And that's why there's no infrastructure, like rail infrastructure, because every major strike in this country usually stems from the railroad workers being like, yeah, no, enough's enough. And then other industries, oh wow, the railway workers are striking. Let's follow suit. And that's how general strikes usually started. But that's why part of me really firmly believes that the reason why they're not going to make any more more track is because they don't want a stronger union presence in the railway system. Because those guys go on strike, well, there goes the cripples the supply chains. And...
Oh, we had a bunch of those, like railway, coal, like during the I think it was Margaret Thatcher.
Yep.
Reign.
Yeah, they are.
The place I lived back in the day was biggest, like I think it was cotton. Was it cotton? It was like the biggest factories. We had the ship canal. We had the quays. It was like booming and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't mind saying like I live in England, like one of the like revolutionized eras. Like, oh come on, like some people can't place accents. They probably think I'm like Australian or something.
Well, you talked, what was it, the toast and beans or whatever, so I'm pretty sure that just told everyone exactly where you were from instantly.
Yeah, he could tell. I was like, don't call me that, because that I live in a subset of that city, and that is where my accent is from. Because the city center has a different accent to its sub little how do I say, like villages around it.
Yeah, it's the same
and
way.
It's really weird, but it's the way we say certain. It's like you go through up and down through England, and our accents are so diverse that the average American would be like, "You're from London, right?" It's like, no.
No, yeah. That could get you killed in some parts, so you best not say. You say, "Oh, you have a pretty distinct English accent. Where are you from?" Or something like that. It's like, "Oh, accent. I can't quite place it. Where are you from?" Otherwise, you get shanked, or someone will bust out your gat and blast you away.
It's like, you what? You what? You insulting me now?
You what, mate?
God, I remember when I was living in England, someone tried to leave early, and I was like, "Oi,
Yes,
get back here!"
What might I help
And it's like, everyone started laughing because they hadn't heard someone go "oi" before.
I
It was
got
like,
a good
that
chuckle
made
out
my
of that
night,
when
and it's like,
the first time you did that to me. You haven't done it in a while, but that's the first time you said that to me. I got a good laugh. I was like, "Ooh, someone oid me." Never had that happen before.
I don't do it that much, though.
But that's
No,
too British even for you.
Oh no, I still do it.
I hear you're doing
It's
a lot
like,
more
"Oh,
yeah
you, get over
boys
here."
these days.
But I tend to like, because when I lived in Canada, I had to change my speech patterns just to be understood. I had to slow my speech
How
patterns.
the heck Like I can bear, like there's a strong Irish presence in this state, and the thicker the accent, the harder it is for me to understand. 'Cause, you know, I'm an uncultured, you know, American. You know, if they speak British is like the most exotic we can like understand and tolerate in this country. But yeah, the thicker like like I can pick up like every other word if they have a really strong accent. Same with French. Like I can get every other word.
Yeah, it's like the we. Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, I work with some really great people, but their primary language is French, so there's like slight language barrier. Their English is better than my French, which is like non-existent. But yeah, it's just like
I think people have picked up, especially when I really get into stuff. My speech patterns pick up. Problem with England, and especially where I'm from, is our speech patterns. We tend to string things together. Like we don't. There's no spaces. It's like God. I think you could just wind the video back and listen to me rant about something, and you could probably hear me. I'm doing it now. Like I'm not taking a breath in between a space of words because it's just flowing.
Well, same thing with me, but that's because I have a mush mouth who can't pronounce anything. So, you know.
Yeah, but with English people, it's like it's not pronouncing stuff. It's just we're just spilling it out. We're just saying our thoughts. Like this isn't me increasing my voice. This is me slowing my voice down. But me talking at another level, this like that's me. It's all strung together. It's like no space. Like it's just all of it all together. But when I was in Canada, I literally had to slow my speaking down just so the Canadians could understand what I was saying. And I had to change certain words because they just gave me this blank look. And I just eventually got sick of it, and it was like, you know what, fair enough. I'm just gonna try and be on your level, you know?
Yeah.
I'll do what you want me to. I'll be on your level. I'll
speak Canuck.
Yeah. I'm sorry for everything. Oh, you know this? Oh God. You know,
all these
where I
repressed
was,
memories coming boiling to the top.
Yeah. Where I was, especially, they used to say for sure a lot. Oh, you want this for sure? It's like, oh, please, God, stop.
Well, I say for sure a lot too.
Not as much as the Canadians used to say it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't say that. I say yeah, boy, a ton.
No, you say yeah, boy.
Yep. Yep. Anyone who's watching
I
my
started
VOD.
doing that in my head because of you.
Oh, great.
When I'm playing
Gotta
games.
spread my poison around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a weird vernacular. When it comes to accents, same thing around me too. Like, you just go, it's not town to town, but different like parts of the state will have their own unique twist on the same accent. Like, there are other VTubers with Boston accents, and they pronounce words much differently than me. Not all of them, but sometimes. Well, not sometimes, but some words. Or they pronounce it, like, with a different type of, like... Because we go ahs and ahs, and I go ah a lot, but not or. Like, I say Boston, others say Boston. Let's go to Boston. Go to Boston. Actually, I only say that. I only say go to Boston. I say let's go into town.
Town.
Go to Boston. Boston.
You'll have to like say certain words and say how it's said, like both accents.
You know, I say wicked. That's universal in this state.
Wicked?
Yeah, wicked. I say soda.
That's
tonic.
pop. It's just pop. I'll get me a can.
No. Yeah, get some tonic.
Tonic. Soda. We call it, like, we get soda water, but it's literally a brand.
Oh, hey, A nice secret. Nice. Uh-oh. That guy.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so if you ever hear folks, so if you ever see it, see a watch, listen to whatever, another Bostonian VTuber, and they sound different from me, or I sound different from them, don't worry. They're not being unauthentic. I'm not either. Sometimes I pronounce my R's other times. But that's mostly because I suppress my accent for a very, very long time. And sometimes, you know, it wears off. But other times, this comes right through, like riding a bike again. It's a terrible thing, changing the way you speak.
Oh, this is what I mean. Like, especially when I came home from Canada, where my at the time stepfather used to really irritate me, saying, "Oh, you sound Canadian." It's like, it's because I was there for 2 years. I got used to slowing my speech down and using certain words so they wouldn't understand me. It's understandable that I'm not going to get rid of it as soon as I get old.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to, like, for that, like, the clarity's sake, like when I pronounce names, like say like a common one's like Marty, like I said it, but if I'm talking to someone or pointing something, I say Marty. I pronounce it just because, you know, I don't know if they understand or if they, I don't know. Sometimes I do it. I have to be very, very conscious when I do that, though. But, you know, you change it because, you know, you go to school, you like go to English or literature or whatever you want to call it, whichever the fancy word is for, you know, reading Tale of Two Cities and writing homework on it.
No, we just call it.
But
we don't even call it English literature. We literally just call it English class.
Yeah, I believe that's what we called it too. It's been a long time. But then you learn, like, oh, you don't say ain't, you say incident. Like, you know, like they embed in you like this, like the proper way, like and not like in like diction and all that stuff, like ing instead of in. Seeing, not seeing, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with like doing it that way, but it's like it's quote unquote proper, and so like your accent isn't proper, so you have to pronounce your R's because that's what polite society does and expects of you.
Well, this is I think with the English accent, we read. You can't even say we don't really like produce certain words because we could call what like what. And it's like,
yeah, there's no T in there.
Where's the H? Where's the H in the T? It's like, what?
The wa. I want some water. I say water, as you hear.
Yeah.
Actually, I got some water right now.
Oh, you have certain words for certain things. We have a lot of meaning for words as well. I think we've mentioned this before. Like, you could say, I am pissed. I could either be really drunk, I've just pissed myself, or I am really angry.
Or bullocks. I still don't have no idea what a dog's bullocks are. What's a dog's bullocks?
What? Or call it bollocks?
Yeah, bullocks. Or what's the weird one?
Yeah, it's just bollocks. It's balls. Men's balls. Your testicle, pretty much.
There was one I was confused
it means
on.
What it is.
What's another weird one? Like a very weird one, like one that only an English person would know.
Sick as the dog. Oh God.
Well, teach us English.
Proper
English.
If I were to go see my brother, I'd call him "Hey kid."
Say that again?
Old way of saying like hey, like your sibling. It's like it's like "Hey kid." It's really old. I don't really use it all that often.
It sounds old. Very old timey.
Yeah. Let me think. Yeah.
When you said puke was called sick, that makes it a whole lot worse in my opinion. Get some
sick
on the
puke,
floor. That is disgusting.
Tossing your cookies. Throw up.
Did we pass something? What's this? I think we past like talking about. Yeah, let's actually just head in here. We missed something.
What's the medical term? Regurgitating.
Yeah, that's another gross one. I don't say regurgitate. Except when talk about cats and kibble, like, oh, the cat regurgitated it up.
They puke.
Yeah, they puked it up. They made some sick on the ground. Oh, that's gross. It's calling it sick. That is because it conjure. Your mind conjures a bunch of like nastiness. Like, oh wow, that's a pile of like, you know.
Well, didn't they have a slang? Oh, at one point saying, "Oh, that's sick as fuck," and it's like, no, don't say that.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Oh, is that just us?
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Alright, at the point where we called everyone Muppets too. Still do that sometimes. Bit.
Yeah, no, I say wicked rad. I don't type it, which is weird. I say wicked rad when I talk, but when I chat, like text chat, I say, yeah, that's cool. I say that's rad, but not wicked rad. That's like a weird, like, voice-only
people
thing.
idiots, I call them a tit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you do that a lot.
Yeah, I
Like you're such a
really use
tit.
that a lot.
Yeah, no, I like when it goes to coming back to accents, like I suppress mine because you know it only takes like a couple kids to make fun of your heavy Boston accent. You're like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna do this much, so I don't get picked on. Happens young enough that like it sticks with you. Like you know, you look back on it, like, oh, well, who cares? But when you're a kid, like you care. I mean, not as much as me, but it happened at that one age where it's like kind of like. I don't know, not dictates, but influences you, like, going forward. Then when you get to a certain age, like, it was a lot younger for me, where it's just like, I don't care what you think, what you say. Like, I let insults wash over me really, really easily. I mean, I still feel them, but, like, when it comes to, like, reactions, like, yeah, whatever. You don't know me.
Oh, I know. Here's one. Do you know what I'm talking about if I say you can get 2 jumps at the cupboard door and a bite at the knob?
No.
Usually, when a kid asks what's for tea, that's the sarcastic response.
Say that again for the home audience who missed it.
2 jumps at the cupboard door and a bite at the knob.
That is probably the single most British thing I have ever heard you say to me. Ever. Like, literally, ever. So, here you are, folks. Caught on stream. We're learning new things about food every day. This is a new experience for me, so I'm glad you're here to share it with me.
But yeah, that was the most sarcastic response your mum could say. It's like, Mum, what's for tea? And she'd be like, 2 jumps at the cupboard door and a bite at the knob.
Oh, this junk.
Oh, isn't it fun? Do you know what I say if you're gonna get a hiding?
Nope. What's that?
That would mean you're gonna get a beating.
Oh yeah, like
That's what you say to kids.
Okay, yeah, I kind of get that one, like tan your hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, hiding. Yeah. Okay, that one I kind of understand. Okay. I see the crossover a little bit.
Yeah. I don't think we ever say we're gonna tan your ass. Maybe we do these days, but we didn't used to.
I still say Kista.
Kista?
No one under the age.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no one under the age of 80
ass.
uses that word anymore. So.
Oh, sometimes, if Mum was being really sarcastic and wanted to confuse us, and she's like, "I'm gonna smack your gluteus maximus."
That one I know. Not like that exact phrase, but I know
It's not British, but yeah, it's like literally the medical term for your ass.
Yakista. Well, you know, it's always good to have a nice, unique vernacular, even if it's like stuff that belongs in no language. Like I say Papa Pishu and when I get hit by something. Instead of youch or ouch, sometimes I say papapishu, and that's from a video game, so. But this is a fun word to say. Ah, papapishu. And someday I may play that game on stream. But who knows? Not gonna future cast just yet. Oh, seems like we're just clearing house down here.
Yeah, I had to resummon it.
Oh, all it's got is prime ritual, of course. Use the Gargang key, cause to it. Oh wow, okay, that's a big boss.
I think it's on our side though.
Oh no, it's a dude. What's up, dude? Spawn a Tef. A Tef. A
Yeah.
Tef. O-Tef. Mysterious orb. Whatever. I don't know what the heck that was.
Oh, you know what you used to call spaghetti as kids?
What you call it?
Bollocks and knees.
What? Balks and balks and knees? Is that what you said? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's the spaghetti bolognese, bollocks and knees.
Okay. I call it spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. It's a spaghetti. Me spaghetti. The Tim and Eric sketch. And ever since I saw it, I was like, okay, it's spaghetti now. No more tea. It's just spaghetti.
Where's my spaghetti?
Yeah, I'm at the vanguard of the 3 waypoint. Got to turn in this quest. Mysterious orb. Search person orange. Such a thing. Mini roar. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That was off your XP if you're not here, so I just take your time. I'm just
Sorry. Where are you?
See what's left of my wares.
Banger.
Just ain't good. Let's see here. Inventory. Nay. It is a poop. Okay, poop.
Iron well spent.
Let's see what this lady has to say.
What a wonderfully thoughtful gift you've brought me. Just what I've been asking for.
Ooh,
Are
I
you
know there's
satisfied
a dish you could try.
But don't think of it as
You know, you
some
said you wanted to try
selfish
stuff.
endeavor.
Yeah.
We have
It's
a dish called
delightful to join
stew
you
and
on the front
dumplings.
lines. Its claws will
Oh, is that
rip
where you,
the
like,
throats of the
dip
forgotten
globs of,
swords and spill their
like,
lifeblood in
dough
business
into like
name.
something boiling, and this makes it like a nice, like
Yeah,
I thought.
but you don't like push the dough in. You sit on top, and then it like slow cooks and it steams up. It's like fluffy balls on top of the stew. It's really nice. You need a lot of gravy with it though, because the dumplings are are rather dry in some cases.
Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, it sounds like a good dumpling dish.
The witch gods are united in this endeavor. All of our forces stand at the ready
I also
to
like the
assault
Greek
tomb of
dish,
the wicked
stafado.
sun and
I haven't
breach
made
its
that in
gates.
long.
Join them on the battlefield. Decimate
It's like
any
slow
that would
cooked,
stand in our way.
like
Travel north,
with like
beyond the infernal
small
wastes and into the
onions
remains of Corvin City.
and just a whole bunch of
Ascend the steps
spices.
to the tomb
I
of
made it
wicked
for
ways.
my like college
Within
once.
lies a
Got
secret
sold out in
chamber
like
with the power
half
to
an hour.
breach the veil
Nice.
itself. Take this sigil.
Yeah, well, these
This
days,
will
you,
open the way to
sometimes
the
you have to shoot me
primordial
some of these
one's heaven.
recipes, and I'll try
Enter
making
the
them at some
rift
point.
and bring an end to this grave threat.
Yeah, because you said you were interested in like slow cooking recipes. I still think you need to get a slow cooker though, like an actual one you plug in,
Yeah,
and not
we
your
used-
your crock pot.
Yeah, we used to have one. We had one that we got rid of it because Tin Mum was like, I'm tired of slow cooking. So we got a pressure cooker, and we used that a ton. But the plug broke, so we had to get rid of it.
Get a small one. Me and my mum, we have a small one. It's like either it's a 2 or 3 liter one. Like especially if you're not feeding a bunch of people. Like you don't have to use one of the huge ones.
Yeah. We were actually talking about that, funny enough. Not semi-recently, but recently, and well, not recently, semi-recently. Like maybe get like a small one, just because we're the only ones that eat that sort of stuff around here,
Yes,
so
traveler?
it might be worth picking up.
Especially if you enjoy stews, like a slow cooked stew with like, you put like tender lamb pieces in, or you put steak in, just falls apart in your mouth. It's just so rich and ugh, so good.
The witch gods are
That's
united
good.
in this endeavor.
Yeah, one of these
All
days
our
I'll have to ask you
forces
for stuff,
stand at the
slow
ready
cook
to
recipes,
assault the
like on
tomb
top of
the
that
Emperor's
one.
son
One
and
we
reach
actually
its
have one, because
gates.
otherwise I'll just forget.
Join them on the
Just
battlefield.
forget.
Yeah, it's just
Decimate any that
Forget
it's
my
the case with
spaghetti.
like your crock pot is all well and good, but the way your mum uses it, like putting it on top of the stove top, is just it's supposed to be put in the oven.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing you're talking about is the Dutch oven. But yes, yes, we do need something. We need a like slow cooker.
Enter the rift and bring an end to this grave threat.
I want to try American turkey leg. You know those huge ones you have at Ren fairs.
I don't like those one bit. I like turkey legs, but those have really
Are they dry?
no. They're actually very juicy. Not juicy, but very like tender. The trouble is, the absolute worst part is they have big tendons in them. So you take a bite.
Oh, I don't give a damn about tendons.
Okay.
I really love dark meat.
We used a Ren fair I go to. They used to have really good ones. They were like proper turkey legs, and they didn't have many.
Well, I don't mind if they're not huge ones because it feels like they pumped steroids.
Yeah, no,
into them
that's
looking at
what
some
I
of them.
was getting to. The ones they have obviously come from steroid infused turkeys because they almost taste like ham too. Like they don't taste like turkey. And maybe the spices, but they are too big for them to be like naturally grown turkeys. They're obviously have steroids in them. And they used to have normal ones. I'll call those normals, the non-steroid ones. And they had them at the friend fair I used to go to, and they were delicious. Very, very good. But these new ones are just so big and kind of unnatural looking, and they have so many tendons, and they're so thick, and like I hate tendons. Like I bite into it. I'm like, okay, I lost my appetite. You have to dig around them. You have to try to rip them out. It's just like too much work.
Nah, I don't care. I really don't care about that. It's just a case of like pull it out of your mouth and then put it in a napkin.
But yeah, they're worth a try the first time around at least. But yeah,
I'd like to try this one. I mean, like when I was in Canada, I've tried bison, I've tried alligator, I've tried snake.
yeah, much more adventurous to me. I can't eat any of that stuff. Maybe bison, but snake now.
Bison
yeah, no
was
thanks.
really nice. It was pretty rich, but a lot more chewy than the beef is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they're on the up and up, but it's still eating bison still feels wrong since we almost brought them to the edge. Actually, pretty much brought them to the edge
Yeah,
of
I
extinction.
didn't at the time. I didn't know that about the history of the bison.
No.
It's like I didn't like it that much that I'd actually seek out bison dishes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, if you looked into the
It's
history...
the same people who eat horse.
Yeah.
Like
Or
it's the
poochies.
horse at the end of its life, or
Even then, like that's
it's just
no,
no.
thanks.
It's just I know thanks.
Yeah. But yeah.
Like people who like cats and dogs, like
yeah, no,
no,
thanks. Oh yeah, no.
no.
Wait,
I
no.
don't care if they were bred for food. I only see them as pets.
Yeah, yeah.
There's, the only fortunate thing is people say like, so, cows, chickens, and things that are like. I understand that for you, but for me, these animals have been
Yeah.
food animals for too long for me to separate it.
Yeah,
Like, I'm sorry.
That is exactly what it is. Jeez, a lot of dudes up
It's
here.
like, I get it. I really do. I really, 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 really do get it. Because I see these videos of cows and stuff being really cute. It's just like, it doesn't stop me eating.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to get back to the bison for a second, like the reason why they're not completely and utterly extinct is because of a conservation effort. Like this was back, way back,
Oh,
like
don't they have that achievement in Red Dead where if you you have 100 bison and if you kill them, it's like, congrats, you wiped them out.
yeah, it's called Manifest Destiny. It's a very clever achievement, quote unquote achievement, but I never. And they don't respawn, by the way, for anyone who watches.
Yeah, I know that's what I mean. Like, I never did it either.
Yeah. I did one, and that was it. But yeah, the reason why we have bison these days is because someone saved like a whole herd of them, and every bison's like descended from that herd. If they hadn't saved that one herd, it would be an extinct species. And it goes back to Manifest Destiny, where it was their destiny made manifest for the settlers to push out west and push the indigenous peoples out. Bison was their primary food source, and we brought them to extinction because we thought, oh well, they'll starve to death or move to places where they can forage more different food or hunt different game. Yeah, probably won't be trying bison anytime soon. Moral of the story.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't. It's incredibly chewy, and it just tastes like chewy beef.
Yeah. So
I can't even remember what alligators taste like. I think that was tough.
Yeah, like when it comes to like the reptile stuff, like no thanks. Like, I watch Iron Chef, the Japanese one that aired a while ago, a long time ago actually. And I have to skip the ones where they have to butcher the things, like, you know, the fish ones, crabs, lobsters. I mean, I usually skip that part to watch the rest, but when it comes to like them having like to just butcher them on the spot, it's like, yeah, no, thank you. They did tortoises, and I'm like, no. I skipped that episode completely because I can't see that stuff.
No.
But yeah, I know like it's like a delicacy dish or a dish, but I was like, yeah, no, I can't watch this. Not one night.
But it's just, you know, it's like this is the issue with the way I've been brought up. Like stuff like marine, I can't eat marine animals anyway because I'm allergic. But
I like a good fish and chips, but that's the extent of my likeness of seafood.
I can eat a whitefish occasionally. I can eat tuna occasionally. Mum's like, you should stop eating this. It's like, but it's so nice.
Yeah, it's so delicious. Good fish and chips. Oh yeah, I know a place. Yeah. I know a place that makes some of the best fish and chips I ever had. Granted, I haven't been to a ton of places, but a lot of people seem to agree because it's always so busy and it has rave reviews, and so it's just, yeah, delicious.
You get people who are like,
what the heck?
If you had
like
this
survival,
no, it's not. If you had this survival scenario where you had to kill something to live, would you do it? Most people would answer no. Like, I can't do this. The macho people will be going, yeah, I can do it. But at the end of the day, if you are absolutely starving, like your hunger pangs are in your stomach and you are wasting away, you would absolutely kill it.
Yeah.
It's your instinct. It's you or them. You would kill it. Or you'd eat leaves, you'd eat grass, you'd eat anything just to get rid of the hunger pangs.
Delicious leaves, my favorite.
Yeah. You have to put your mind in a situation like it's...
Well, I went the wrong way. Can you drop a portal so I don't have to keep running back?
Yeah, I can. It's a case of like put yourself in a survival situation.
Oh, I went to the wrong place too.
Do or die.
Do or die.
Do or die. A lot of people are like, yeah, die. It's like you don't know yourself in that situation. Be honest. It's like when I was in primary school. I was in... We have years, like 1 to 11. I think I was in year 4. And there was this girl in year 6, which is the end of the primary school.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, she really, really hated me. But I was the most passive kid you could ever find. Right?
Yeah.
But one day, she just would not let up at all. And
sounds like
she pushed me so far that I actually started a physical. Literally started a physical fight. Pulling hair, all the girly things. Literally, I'm this 10-year-old. Starting a fight with his 12-year-old.
The good old days.
Who literally hates. Hating. Push comes to shove. You do not know what you are capable.
I know what I'm capable of being a tin toy. I'm capable of being melted down to slab. I'm very malleable, actually, as you can see.
No, you know.
What's this? Tomb of Sethan entrance. Let's head to Sethan and see what's up. Zeph, my buddy, what's up?
That's your talk from your 10 friends. Don't underestimate yourself. Ever. People might do it, but you should never do it to yourself.
Yeah, take care of yourself. You gotta advocate for yourself, because not many people will. You gotta love yourself too. Because if you don't, who will? You'll eventually get to a spot where it'll become easier, but that first step is always tough. You know, it's very easy to judge yourself against others. Like, oh, this person's really successful. I'm not successful, so it must be a me problem. It's like, no, just they're not you. So different circumstances led to that sort of thing. They might not have anxiety like you, or all this other stuff. So never ever compare yourself to anyone else. Just love your pace. Just you go by your own pace, and you eventually get to where you want to go.
Yeah, like a good example is between me and Eugene. Like literally, I had a job for like the longest time. I didn't get fired on mine. It just went away, and now Eugene has his obligations, and I don't. And I'm struggling, and I was jealous. But it's just a case
you're jealous?
of like...
Okay, we're friends, it's over. This stream's over.
Yeah,
Bye.
you know.
How dare you?
I was jealous at the start that you got your job, but it was like I was happy for you as well at the same time that you finally got something.
Yeah, folks, searching for obligations or jobs, as you want to call them.
I always told you.
It's terrible. It's very... It's mentally, physically, emotionally taxing. Oh, maybe not physically. Well, if you go out there, it is. But you know, most things are done on. But it's just like it's very dehumanizing because you know you get rejected and you think, oh, what's wrong with me? And it's usually not wrong with you. It's just some weird thing. When you think you're like super qualified and they still don't pick you, so it's like, oh, it's a minimum wage job. Like how qualified do you have to be? And you know you have to know what to say during an interview, which is you know very, very tough. You gotta know what you can say, what not to say. I mean, beyond like being like a rude person with an attitude, you gotta be careful. You have to word things very carefully. Like as Booth says, never, ever say any or all when it comes to availability. Always set your limits.
Always be honest.
Yep.
Because like they will take you at your word.
Yes. So if you cannot work weekends, say you can't work weekends up front, straight up. Say you can only work 20, 25 hours. You tell them immediately, like, because they will put you on for. What do you call them? The twofers? No, a double. They will put you on for a double if you don't make it.
Double shift. Yeah.
If you gotta make it crystal clear that you cannot work doubles or anything like that. So, like I said, advocate for yourself. Don't be afraid. And if they don't like it, well, tough crap. You know, you may need a job, but you know, you gotta just. I mean, it's easier said than done, especially in this economy. But you really just advocate for yourself and see how it goes. Because sometimes you have to stop worrying about what other people think about you. I mean, I could take those insults, but I still worry about what people think of me. Like, I want people to like me, but sometimes that's just maddening. You can't do that, so have that sort of mentality at the expense of your own, like, advocacy, your own well-being or emotional state. So stop worrying. Just, be yourself. And if people don't like you as yourself, as long as it doesn't hurt other people, like if your default state of being is being like a racist, like any kind of like foe, then yeah, you know what, you deserve what you get.
People that calls themselves brutally honest, but they're actually just being an asshole. Just stop.
Yeah, just stop. Yeah, being a jerk is not a substitute for having an actual personality. If that's news to you, then I'm sorry you've been living under a rock for all these years. But no, being a jerk is not a personality trait. It's nothing you should be proud of. That just don't be that way. Grow out of that crappy teenager mindset. Because a lot of people have it, you know. It's just as, you know, just being part of being like a jerk, and you know, your society shapes how you are in those formative years. But you really have to break out of that. Oh, we're missing a whole section up here. Let's go. Okay, go north. But yeah, beyond that though, just be yourself. If you're awkward and you crack weird jokes, I mean, as long as they're not like I said, racist or terrible jokes. Like if they're very weird, you have a weird vernacular, a weird, you know, sense of humor. Like if you find like British humor really funny, that's okay. We're not judging you around these parts.
We're very dry.
I'm only joking
for a piece
because I
of
find
advice, people get
oh, go ahead.
like people who tell jokes like that, ask them to explain it. Like not the punchline. Ask them to explain the entire joke. You'll find most of them can't and will get incredibly embarrassed.
Yep. Yeah, there are a couple British VTubers out there, and they have a joke, and they do the punchline, and no one knows what they're talking about, so they have to explain it. Then they still don't get it. Then they explain it more. They're like, "Oh, okay," and that's it.
But this is for the people you know are being assholes. Like, ask them to explain it. Ask them to explain why it's funny. If they just say it is funny, that's not an excuse.
Nope, that's no excuse whatsoever. You know, and the best jokes don't punch down. It's good to have absurdist humor, though. I do like absurdist humor. One of my favorite comedies of all time
British people have like dry humor and like morbid humor.
And one of my favorite comedies of all time is Top Secret, and that has absurdist humor for days, and it's extremely funny. You just can't help but laugh. Here we go.
Stranger danger. Oh.
Did you get elite perp?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Wait. Icky stuff to go. Oh. Let's have a look. They are booties. But it looks like they're for Templar? Mehun's Bulwark? Maybe your flesh becomes a stone, dealing impervious to physical attacks. Really nice armor, but not what I need. I don't think it's what you need either. It's probably one of the stronger characters.
Yeah. Hope I'm doing all the wrong.
Have a look if you want. Get the the transmog.
Better reset my camera there because I can't see the entrance here. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, these things. Golem-born Greaves. They do look really ugly though.
Yeah, but you know, in case you eventually get a big old character that stomps around.
Yeah.
Hey, give them back.
You gotta come in here though.
I am coming in. Thank you.
I had to use them to lure you in here.
Is there anything after purples in this game, or is it just purples?
Let me see. Legendary. Oh wait, no. Nope, that's it. Purple's elite perps.
Who is messaging? See you. Message me.
No, I haven't sent any messages. Let you all tab. We're safe here for the moment.
My friend is asking me to play Peak.
Well, we call it there. It's fine. We've been playing for almost 4 hours now, so I think that's it. I think it's a good spot to start. Good spot.
Well, if you want to, like,
Yeah.
if you want to continue, like,
No, we'll stop
this
here.
is your day.
No, it's fine. It's actually almost dinner time for me, so I need to go get some food.
Yeah.
We'll head back to town. We'll sell, and we'll say, "See you later, alligator." Then we're actually really close to the end, because we have one more portal after this. So wow, we actually blasted, dude. This place.
This is a really short DLC,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, it really is.
Maybe we should do like the challenge runs and that thing for a bit.
Yeah, I think maybe next stream we do this. We'll do a challenge run. Oh wait, I went to the wrong place. Let's head back to the conclave.
See you around.
That sounds like one of the developers.
I
trying
wish
their
I was
best.
I wish I was a voice actor, honestly. I get a really, really nice voice when I'm sick. Like those low, husky voices. It's like, why can't I do that when I'm not sick?
Go to voice school.
Don't have the money.
Yeah, just go to Udemy and
Fake it.
yeah, fake it till you make it, as they say in the business. No, just go to Udemy and see that stuff. There's always a course there. They always go on sale too. I got a couple stuff from there. Powered shop. No. What do you got here? Let me see. Oh, okay. That's my junk.
I'll give you a good
We
price
can have
on
all
what
this
I've got
junk
left.
back.
Put it to good use.
I will quit. So you could. Done.
When you quit, all your dudes exploded. It's really funny.
Got something
Oh.
stashed?
You did this.
They should go to you and be like, "Are you my father?"
No. Sorry. Goodbye.
I'll hold on to that for you.
Okie dokie. Exit to the main menu. Go to my Yap screen for a few minutes. Alright, folks. That's Grim Dawn. That's the Purifier build. I tried to link it, but the link didn't go to the guide, so just look up. I should try one more time linking it. Maybe it'll go through this time. And if it does not, then I don't know why. I don't know what to do. Where is it? Where's my chat? Chat right here. Boom, boom. Hey, it worked. Nice. Okay, good. Yes, doing it through the actual YouTube chat instead of through either the chat inside OBS or StreamerBot. Whatever. I'll just pin this. Please pin message. There we go. How's it? This work? Yes. Okay, good. Excellent. All right, folks. Thank you for stopping by. If you stop by, even for a little bit, every little bit helps. Ooh, wow, my chat med thing's all the way like kind of mushed here. What's going on? Gotta check that. There we go. Weird. I don't know why that was all the way up there. How about you? Yes. Sorry for all the changing and things. I just wanted to do this before I forgot. All right, folks. Well, I'm off tomorrow. Everyone's off tomorrow. So no stream then. But on Tuesday, well, I don't know what I'm doing next week, so I'll put the thing up later tonight as usual. Thursday is Turkey Day in the US. I am not sure when I'm streaming, if I'm streaming. I may stream. It just may not be during my usual time. But I'll leave that as a wild card. So if it's in, like, if I'm going to stream, I'll probably give like a couple hour notice. And it'll be like a nice, just like chill stream. I may not play anything. Or it might even be just like Gothic or something. Finish up that game. Just like maybe like a short stream. I don't know. I say these things They say it's gonna be a short stream, then, you know, 4 hours later, I'm still streaming. But yeah, so thank you for joining me, and I hope you all have a pleasant day. And with that said, I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourselves. And I'll see you next stream. Bye bye.